Dogecoin, bro.
Oh, so
Like,
your
not
character.
to
Wait,
say
wait,
that.
yeah.
So you're a
Eddie,
real entrepreneur, okay?
Eddie, calm down, buddy. Let me show you my stocks, bro. Let me show you something real quick, sir.
Stars.
My stocks.
Eddie,
Right?
let me show you my wallet that has
Let me sh-
literally $1.
Let me show you
Yeah,
this
Eddie.
business I've been running.
Eddie,
Oh fuck. Hey, but no cap, bro. Well, no cap, sir. That whole thing with the entrepreneur nigga, I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm not
I
gonna
really
hold
don't
you.
know
you
how
were
to.
so
I don't know how to
kind.
approach
Redirect
that.
yourself
I
to the
don't know.
general podcast.
How
I
much
don't
can we
even-
really
I'm
say
up and
about
coming,
that?
buddy.
Oh yeah,
Calm
that is
down.
kind of crazy.
because
I'm up and
if we're
coming
gonna
out
do
here.
something like that, we should have done research
No,
on
I
it.
would love Well, I mean, I read the article. I don't know if y'all did, but like
No.
Fuck this. I'm turning you down more, bro.
my thing is like, I personally hate the idea of like these. Like Kylie Jenner. I honestly do not like Kylie Jenner. And I don't like that she was labeled like a self-made billionaire because she was literally born into money. She should not be called a self-made billionaire. Donald Trump should not be called a self-made billionaire, in my opinion.
His dad
You know,
only
I
gave
have
him a
another
small sum of $1
question for you.
million, though.
Sir, I have a question for you now, right then. Okay, so Dr. Dre got some controversy for like his 38-year-old daughter, right? Is a bum now, right? She doesn't have money.
His
She's
what?
living out of her car. She's living out of
Oh,
her car,
is a
right?
bum. Okay.
Yeah. Do you think Dr. Dre is responsible for keep giving her money and shit and help her out financially?
No.
Because I don't think
I
so at
mean,
all. She's
how
38,
old is
bro.
she? Yeah,
She's
like
38.
if she's
she's
38, like
Oh,
me, like if I ever make it in life, right? If I'm ever a millionaire, I will do my best to help my child like
When they're,
get
like,
through
18, yeah.
college. Well, like I'll help them get through college,
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
And
But,
then if you want, like I want because I want my children to be able to pursue whatever it is they want to do, whatever it is that makes them happy. But at the same time, I need them to know, hey, if you have these responsibilities, like, like you have to take care of those on your own because mommy can only help you so much, basically.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think Dr. Dre has an obligation to help his daughter if she's a 38-year-old.
yeah, she's 38 years old, living in like her car, and then she's speaking to tabloids and stuff even before this whole situation, right? So like she's saying stuff about Dr. Dre like before like all this came out that she was like 38 in a car, shit like that. Like why? Like how are you? You come from money, right? You go to college or whatever. How do you end up broke? How do you do that?
Wait, hold up. Keep that thought.
Whose
Eddie,
background
oh my
is
God.
that? That's actually obnoxious as fuck.
Eddie, you have to mess with your sensitivity or something because
Yeah, we can hear everything in the background, your TV, everything.
why does your mom insist on watching African dramas at literally 100 volume?
Yeah, at like fucking up 10 p.m., bro. Like that's just crazy to me.
Wait, are you in the same room as your mom?
He's
No, he's upstairs. She's downstairs. That's the
What the
crazy part. His
fuck?
door is closed.
Soundproof your room. What the hell?
Soundproof the living room, actually.
Honestly. I'm hearing Olin list his points. I just heard. I'm like, fuck.
Actually, on that note, I would like to know y'all's opinions on like parenting.
On parenting?
In terms of like financial obligations, right? Like how often would you be willing to splurge
Wait,
on like
hold up,
getting
hold up.
something for your kids?
Hold that thought.
I want Gucci.
I mean, I'm already recording, by the way.
Great.
You are?
Yeah,
Damn.
bro, we're
They
like,
didn't
Like-
give us
we're
an
having
intro or nothing. That's
conversations,
crazy.
bro.
Someone
Yeah, I
drop,
know you're.
someone
Yeah,
drop
you know
some
what? Just
slurs.
y'all
Come
niggas
on.
can talk. We could do a 10. We could do a 10-minute discussion. Y'all niggas can talk. It's whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Why do you sound so like angry?
You actually sound
Alright,
You
because he
can
wants to
talk.
run it.
Whatever.
He wants to-
No,
Y'all
I'm
can
not
talk.
trying
I'm
to
not gonna
run it.
leave.
It's because the things you guys are saying are like basically the topic that I'm trying to overlap upon. But if y'all want to talk about it, y'all could talk about it. I'm still writing some stuff.
No, that's fine. Whatever.
I mean, if you want us to wait, we'll wait, bro.
Yeah, we can wait.
Yeah, I feel like
All right, Sarah, why are you saying that like that?
I don't dump my ass train
Like
shit real
what?
quick. I'll be right back, man.
Say less.
I'll be back in 5 minutes, man.
All right. Podcast will start in 30 minutes when Ron's back.
Sarah, suck my dick. All
I say I won't. All six of it? All six of them?
6.
I don't think I have 6 penises.
7? Do you have a 7? 7? Do you have a 7?
When he says he's a grower, he means he grows 6 more.
Oh no.
Nigga said I'm king.
I'm about to go dragon mode.
Stop.
I'm about to kick you right now.
What does that
Right
mean?
now. Right now. You're about to get kicked.
What does that even
We're
mean?
bringing back bullying, and Ron's the first victim.
Wait, what does that even mean?
Don't.
That's the intro.
No,
That's the
what does that
end.
mean?
I'm not explaining that.
All right,
Dragon
Alright.
mode?
this is going off the
Oh.
record. I know I'm recording, but this
Nuts
is off.
across your forehead?
This is off the record. There's a furry, an FF, and he was posting in the NSFW chat, and he is
He
is a-
actually thinks he's part dragon.
yeah, he's a different breed of nigga, and when he's like role playing,
Honestly,
in the
bro, I don't
NSFW
judge
chat,
people,
he's-
bro. If they
he's-
want to think that way,
Shut the fuck up. You don't judge
I
people.
don't.
Yeah, you fucking
Shut
do.
the
Don't
fuck
cap.
up, you
Don't
dumbass.
I
fucking
judge
cap.
Nah.
niggas, but I ain't
You
gonna tell you
lying
that.
ass.
Bonnie,
Yeah,
you're like one of the hardest judges that ever been in
Hardest
this
judger.
Discord.
Okay,
Hey,
you
why
two
why
though.
y'all niggas capping on my name, bro?
You do, nigga. You
And
hear
to
some
be
shit. You
honest-
hear some shit and automatically form an opinion of a nigga in your head. What
No,
the
I
To
don't.
be
fuck?
I actually
honest,
don't.
I'm gonna be real with you,
I don't.
Ganya.
I actually
I
don't
would
form an opinion.
rather
Ask a
hear-
question, and then
You'd rather
when
hear
y'all explain, I'd
what?
be like, okay,
If
there you
people
go.
are judging me, I would rather hear it like from them directly.
Yeah, that's
Then
what I
it to be
do.
spread amongst
I ask my
themselves.
judgmental opinion.
You just said that you wouldn't.
Yeah, you just say you don't judge people. Hold on.
It doesn't
No,
You
listen
said
to
that
backtrack,
you.
back
you
in
don't
hold up, I'm
say
not
that you
backtracking.
judge them.
I'm not backtracking. I admitted that I do because I was capping. I know that. That's why I started laughing. What I'm saying is that if I'm gonna judge you, I'm at least gonna ask you the question: is this what it really is? And then if you tell me no, and I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Let me back up this league game.
Type shit.
You
Okay.
cutting them, girl? You cutting them?
Is love all about the
Yeah.
money?
No.
It's like,
And
I'm
what
trying to-
are influences? What are things that influences your perspective of
Well,
love?
while we have our discussion, you can write down some points so we can stay on track if you'd like. And have like sub points to each topic that you want to talk about. So it's easy
Honestly,
I
to
was
talk
trying to
about.
get an overarching topic. and then-
Overview?
yeah, over.
There we go.
No, overarching is still the correct word.
Okay.
I mean, overview is also correct.
Yeah, they're both correct.
But overarching
No.
just sounds way better.
No.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No.
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 No. Overview.
Ganya?
No, we can't say that word. Uh.
The
Over.
F word.
You literally said that yourself. Like I
I
don't.
didn't say it. I said, and that was it.
All right. Where are my memes at about going in the R word? Where's it at?
Next topic.
How
Wait.
bad is the word retard?
Nary,
What?
you made the art for the podcast?
I'm still making it.
Which
Not
who are the
finished.
people? I'm looking at it. Who's the one with the beanie?
Ganyu?
Oh.
Where do you even see this shit?
I like how you were about to ask, where am I?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. This here, I post. You're not even admin. Let me put fuck. It's in general podcast. Is this? Where am I at? I see Flat Top Eddie, but he's not really Flat Top anymore.
He asked for it. You're the
Of
last one.
course.
Imagine
I'm
being
the
a
last
flat
one?
top guy.
I look so bored.
Did you want me to add something to yours?
I don't know.
Add
There's the reason Eddie.
add his
Huh?
green jewelry.
Why are me and Ganyu next to each
I
other?
mean,
Like,
This is
not
where
next to you.
I can't
Yeah.
add him a necklace or his earrings because that part's not
who's
showing.
wearing the pink beanie then? I mean, pink
That's-
durag.
Bro,
That's it.
do-rag.
That's wrong.
Why? Oh, okay.
we
we look
Ron
so
don't wear a
similar.
durag all the time, bro. That's wrong.
That's cool.
Ron's whole thing
Okay.
is a durag.
I thought he wore like a red durag. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just-
abundance of durags.
What should I wear? Should I? I can't wear earrings in this because it just shows your ear, doesn't it?
Oh, what about the pink bandana?
Oh, I mean that works, but then I look like, a
Oh, the-
lot like Ron, and then they're just like all those
Yeah.
brothers.
Or the
Like
bonnet. You put on the bonnet.
literal pastel bandana.
Or a
Why
bonnet.
don't you switch? Why don't you put Eddie or Ron?
I'm okay. I don't want to be next.
Why don't you switch Ron and Eddie, or me and Ron?
Yeah, I want to be next to Sarah. It's better.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the issue. Why are you saying okay like that?
Okay.
Are you hurt? Didn't you call the
No,
police?
I'm
You're making my boy do
Never-
more
never.
work. For no-
I'm just
Hey.
asking. There was a
I was
request. He doesn't have to say
laying on the
yes.
ground.
That's
Damn,
a yikes for me, dog.
what are things
Bro,
that you
I'll
seek in
do it, bro.
someone,
Relax.
and what are
I'll do it.
what are 3 turnoffs?
Huh?
Okay, that's the other question. What are things that you seek in someone, and what are 3 turnoffs
We
when
were
you meet
talking
someone?
about
Talking physically, talking like.
Everything. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, I love
Maybe.
these kinds of questions because I love
These are-
imagining
these are
a
big
partner that
questions,
doesn't
though.
exist.
True.
Okay, so we're gonna start off. Is love all about the money? Then we're gonna get to the second question, and now I'm thinking for a third question.
Well, because the obvious answer is no for that one.
Yeah, the obvious answer is no.
But the
Well,
thing
actually,
is,
I wouldn't say the obvious answer is no. Well,
there's
okay,
people
okay.
out
Is
there
okay?
that
It's
Is
not
money
all
important?
about the money, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Forget about the
Well,
money.
let me rephrase the question then.
to what extent does money play a factor in love?
There
I
we
want
go.
somebody
Thank
in
you,
the same
Sarah.
tax bracket as me. I don't want to be like supporting. Like you feel like you're
Are
supporting
you
a
kidding
child.
me?
If
I'm trying
someone's,
to be a trophy wife. The fuck?
I mean, that's kind of dibrit.
Okay, with that
As a
thing with it,
man,
like, oh, what do you do for your what do you do for your living? Oh, I'm married.
yeah, like I think as a man, right? As a man,
Oh,
you
Keep it to
kind of.
yourself. I was playing.
alright.
I mean,
Okay,
can't
buddy, are
say
you not ready to talk about this yet?
Yeah,
What's going
like
on,
if you need
Coach?
help, like you can just talk to your local therapist or something.
Oh, shit.
what
I
are
already
you? That
did.
one guy
Didn't help.
from our one for all game?
Or me?
Yeah.
Remember
All
me?
right,
I'm
so
always here.
I think we can just get underway with that shit.
Wait, so do I have to record my audio? Because I don't want
You don't have
I
to.
don't
No,
want
you
No,
don't
to. I
have
Ron's
don't
gonna
to.
want
record
to.
Discord, right?
Don't want to.
Ron got it. Yo, Eddie, you here?
I'm about to win a league game at this rate.
Honestly,
Oh, I feel
I'm
you.
literally queuing up right now.
bro.
Dude, I'm here. I'm trying to fucking.
Okay, Ron.
Hold on. I'm trying to get rid of background noise on my mic real quick. Give me a second.
Isn't there a built-in and noise suppression?
Wait, so yeah, but obviously it's not really helping, bro.
Okay,
Are we
well,
still
my
gonna
bad. I didn't
record
see the
our own
obvious.
audio or no?
I don't think we have to. No.
No.
I
Okay.
just asked that.
If Ron is recording Discord, we don't have to.
Sorry, Sarah. Man didn't say it yet.
Hey, Neri,
Huh?
that shirt was looking really cute, my guy. How much did you pay for it?
$6.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
steal.
we
Good
went
job.
thrifting a few
Yeah,
Oh
days
yeah,
ago.
you guys went
that was
thrifting.
really
I
fun.
remember when you
Actually,
turned on his camera, and I was like, "Oh, that looks really good."
I need to DM somebody. Hold on. Where is he at? There he
DM me,
is.
baby.
You know, since we're not
Let
talking
me go
about
back.
shit, bro, y'all want to talk about that entrepreneur shit?
Okay, actually, let me pull up the article so that
Yeah,
y'all
I need
can
to
read
read
it.
that article. I've been seeing memes about it, but I don't know what's going on there.
Can someone pull up the Onion article about it? I want to see that version.
Dude, just look at him. I'm gonna post it in the topic ideas.
Alright.
Hold up.
Man has an
Where's-
iPhone 12.
Okay, and
Like,
wait, in topic
I-
ideas, I can't see that.
I'm adding you to it.
Yeah, just
All right.
I'm in 1B, not 1A, so
Yeah, I did it. Can you see it?
yeah, I see. Hey, let me
Okay.
read this shit.
So it says how
Is
16
that
year
Will
old
Byers from
Yusuf.
Stranger Things?
Let me see this shit. Did he get like a small loan of $1 million or some shit?
This kid got a 3D printer as a gift? What the fuck?
I don't know, because the thing is, if this nigga got money from his parents to do something, but the thing is, I feel like, let's say he says wanted to explore something more passive that didn't involve physical elements that came with selling product. Yusuf started looking deeper into investing in the stock market. He set up a
Oops.
practice trading account to gain some experience. After trading this, he started investing some money into the stock market when he was 10 years of age. That's not. I don't know.
No, he's smart as hell though. Like he
Yeah,
legit
like
he
yeah, like
resold shoes and shit, did all of that, right? So let's say hypothetically, right? Let's put it in New York terms, right? Let's put it in New York terms. Somebody gives you a fucking ounce, right? You don't smoke it, you flip it. Of course, you make more money. You know, you keep doing that and keep going up. Like he just flipped all the money he basically had and kept doing it.
yeah,
Like
even
he
if
flipped
you're
shoes
the
and
thing
shit.
is, I feel like even if your parents have money, if you know how to be resourceful enough to do something smart with that money, then that's cool to me.
Yeah, like he
Because I'm
did.
not
He
gonna
was
like
smart.
even the whole Kylie Jenner shit. I'm not even gonna flack her for like, oh she was born raised
But she's not a
rich. Or,
self-made.
I
Yeah,
would say she's
I don't
self-made, but
have.
she was able to do that by herself.
I wouldn't
The
say
thing
she
is,
did it by herself though,
but
because she
no,
definitely has
yeah,
business
she definitely
people.
did not do it
She
by
has
herself
marketing
though.
people like our mom, like
Like,
she set up the whole
yeah,
kingdom of the Kardashians. They definitely have people to give them financial advice and ideas towards stuff. Even Kardashians have an idea and they just put it out. They go through a whole system. Like they
like
have their people.
even though, like for instance, since we're talking about like the beauty community anyway, because Kylie Jenner made her money off of. I'm gonna like, and I don't think you guys know this, but her products are really shitty.
Yeah,
Like
Really
they're really
shitty.
shitty. They almost had like a lawsuit with a different beauty company
was
because
like hair and stuff
one of the packaging like what is it? Like I don't know how to explain this to like a bunch of
Like
people
plagiarism or something.
who don't wear makeup, but basically like the packaging for a specific product that she had is like an exact replica almost. The only thing that's different is the color, but like the shape and everything of one of her products is like completely the same as like as a different
So
like
she
makeup
was
palette.
lazy.
yeah, no, it wasn't a makeup palette. It was I think it was like some kind of eye cream.
Mm.
Eye
But
cream.
the thing is like I have my own qualm with the Kardashians, I guess. But I mean,
Looking at
she's a okay, yeah, she became a billionaire because of her beauty products, but at the end of the day, she's not self-made.
They're not
yeah,
ground up.
I could understand that she may not be self-made, but I'm just saying that I wouldn't flack her for being able to do that
Yeah.
regardless.
It's so easy. She's like easily accessible. I don't see
Well,
why.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
flagging her
see
for
that.
doing it. Of course, like in especially the United States where it's like a capitalist dog eat dog world, like I'm not going to fault anyone for wanting to make more money, you know, but like at the same time I do have an issue with her being like taking pride in being a quote unquote self-made billionaire when mommy is my manager and has connections to all these other things. My sister is one of the biggest like celebrities in the United States, and like my entire family is already like well known in the United States. Like I already know my family has influence. Of course I'm going to take advantage of that to further my own growth. Like even though I don't agree with like the kind of person, like say for instance like Jeffree Star is, I can say like he's self-made.
Self-made straight up.
Yeah, for sure. But like the thing with her, right? Her like whole thing. Yeah, she became a billionaire, right? She had people there to hold her hand and help her out with all of it. She had an idea, which kind of a basic idea, makeup, wow, cool beans, well, beauty, like supplies and stuff like that. She took her like
Mm.
idea, and let's be honest here, it wouldn't have sold as much if it wasn't held by a Kardashian,
Yeah,
I
like
agree.
if it were someone that we knew, like hell, if it were me, right? If I said I want to launch the skincare line and I want to like do this, right? It would not have nearly the same amount of impact
Yeah, like you said,
as
it's a mediocre like thing too.
their mediocre products. Like her customer service, like is notorious for having really bad customer service. Products would come like damaged all the time and all these other things. She like put herself on the same level as like professional she put her products on the same level as like professional makeup product brands, and
And
it
ten
just
times,
kind of comes off as like really arrogant.
like she knows nothing about making makeup. She knows nothing, so she had to
She's
hire
Lady
a
Gaga
team.
with cameras, dude.
She had to hire a team first of all to like get into the makeup field like that. Of course, you use makeup and everything, but knowing what you need in makeup and stuff like that is two different things. So she had to hire a team and like basically tell them like, hey, I want this color, this shading, I want this. Can you do this? Stuff like that. So she's not self-made at all.
So I got a question. So Sarah, you said you had qualms with the Kardashians. Like, what specifically are you talking about?
So specifically, like Caitlyn Jenner. Uh, like, okay, she found herself. She found her like identity, whatever. She's a horrible advocate for the LGBT community. She literally murdered someone with her car and like gets away with it scot free because she
She's
was
a
a gold
celebrity.
because she's an Olympian or a gold medal Olympian, I suppose. And I understand that in this world, like money talks, but me personally, I can't see I don't know, I just can't see the humanity in someone like that. And then someone who like consistently advocates for like anti-LGBT like ideals. Chris Jenner, I will say, as a manager, she is amazing. Like, she is the manager for, I'm pretty sure, all her kids. As a
Yeah.
mom, I don't think she's that good, but as a manager, she is really resourceful. She's really smart. She knows how to take advantage of any publicity, pretty
Like when she
much.
said with Kim Kardashian's thing or her sex tape, she's like, as her mom, I was terrified, but as her manager,
Yeah,
I'm like, girl.
yeah.
A quote where it's like, devil works hard, but Chris Jenner works harder. It's not there for just show.
Literally. I remember when I was in high school, this one girl, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like in high school, I was like really anti-feminist because I mean, I really didn't look into it. I grew up around a bunch of guys and I like took in a lot of the media that I like heard. But then
Mhm.
when I got older and I educated myself, you know, like eh. But I remember specifically in high school, I was talking about how I don't respect Kim Kardashian as a person.
Mhm.
And I will say that like it's cool, not cool, but for lack of a better term, like it is the way that she was able to make a name for herself and flip like her sex tape scandal on its head to become one of America's biggest celebrities. It's genius, really. The method in which she did that, the way she like I mean like pretty much wormholed her way in into that by doing it through a sex tape, like it's genius. I don't necessarily agree with the method, but I'm not gonna like shit on her for that. Like back then I didn't agree with it, but now I'm just like, okay, well, like she had no other option, pretty much. Cause it's either like I don't know, double down on it. It's either like double down on it and like do what you can with this publicity or like be ashamed for the rest of your life about it. I don't fucking know.
So you've ended up respecting that aspect of her.
Yeah, but then I just don't like I don't know. Then I have like an issue like I I have like mixed feelings about it cuz I feel like the whole Kardashian family is an issue. I think a lot of like celebrities in general are an issue in the sense that like they've become so used to being idolized and being in the limelight and you know like doing what they can to constantly like be the source of be some source of news uh or like be a headliner essentially. Like the issue I have with idols and celebrities is that now everything they do is a headliner.
I I don't know if I see that as a problem. 'Cause I think
This other thing that's going on in the world, but you'll always see like this guy just dropped a mixtape or oh my god, this person said this instead of like shit that's actually going on in the world, you know?
Yeah, that's what I mean, right?
not
Like,
really,
why do
because
I give?
Yes.
But no,
uh,
like, what I
hold
mean by
up.
this, Ganyu, is like, why do I give a shit if like Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are back together, right? Like,
Yeah,
well,
but you gotta understand that that is still there, but it's not like there's not regular news. Cause it just depends on the
I'm
media
not
you want to
saying that.
consume.
I'm not saying that, but like, what I mean is that specifically, right? Like, let's talk about what is it? Like I think currently there's like a huge oil spill in one of the oceans,
Hmm.
and I haven't seen it covered on any news, but like, oh,
It the
Donald Trump tweeted this. Like, why do we even care about like what Donald Trump is doing right now? Like, oh, Donald Trump is going to, like, okay, yeah, if you're gonna tell me that he's running for presidency again, okay, that's somewhat relevant. Next
how do I
topic.
say this? The reason why shit like that does occur, because I know what you're talking about. Like sometimes you'd be like, oh, why are they not talking about this? But I have to find my information somewhere else in like headline news.
Mhm.
It's because like if news outlets don't cover the things that a majority of people care about, because honestly, majority of people don't give two shits about the environment. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So like people were more focused on Donald Trump because he was the biggest thing around. So every news media smartly would cover it so they could gain viewership is why they did that. So like let's say there's no viewership or nothing really important, they're gonna cover other shit that is important at that time. That's just how things are.
Right. I get that. But what I'm saying is, I think as a society, we've built up celebrities and we've like idolized them for so much that now we're literally prioritizing them like over other things, because I don't even know if it's like because of its human nature to just be really curious about this kind of stuff, or because of the way that we've like put these idols on pedestals.
I don't even think that's it either. Cause like I actually know I agree a bit that we do put people on pedestals and stuff, but I think a big factor is that people seek for like escapism from their own lives. That's why other people's lives that are famous have such a weight on their own, because other those famous people's lives are way more interesting for them to like basically quote unquote live out in their own heads for shit. Like, damn, oh, I wish I could do this. Oh, I wish I could do that. Oh, that happened to him. That sounds so cool. So then you get enveloped and you just start wanting that for yourself, and then you just continue to follow that person, which is what I believe a lot of people are doing.
I think kind of like bouncing off that, since I mentioned like the idolizing and like putting people on pedestals, Anthony and well, Anthony and I were talking about how insane K-pop fans are.
Insane, literally.
Yeah,
Like
disgusting.
they're literally delusional. And let me preface this by saying this. I'm not ashamed to admit this. I like K-pop a lot. I actually like K-pop. I don't I hesitate to say culture, because if I'm going to be really honest, K-pop culture is just like a ripoff of like black culture, and they just want to try to make it theirs. Just if I'm going to be honest.
It's a
But
ripoff. How so?
they use like the aesthetic a lot. I mean, the amount of like people
Oh,
wearing locks, the amount of like Korean guys wearing locks, like girls putting braids in their hair and thing like that, like it's just not, I don't know. To me, it's not okay. I don't care if like, whatever stands are like gonna come after me for saying this, but I mean, like,
honestly, when I see shit like that, I don't care as much anymore. I see it, yes, that I don't know why the fuck some Asian people would want to do that, because I don't think there's anything about,
they just think it looks cool.
yeah, which I have no problem with, because like if you think it looks cool, then go do that, because at the end of the day, it's more of a hair thing than more of a race thing. That's how I see it now. That's how I see it now. I wasn't, I didn't think like that, but and then it's like if you want to go do, it's like if I want to go wear a shirt from Japan, or like I have literally an outfit, a djembe. I'm not I'm not Japanese, but I like their culture, so I bought myself a djembe that I wear every now and then. But I have no reason to wear it, because usually it's just a customary Japanese clothing that I should really not have any need to use, because one, I never been
Totally.
to Japan. Two, I don't know any Japanese person.
Yeah, also, but
But
like braids have been around for thousands of years.
yeah, that too. Like, it's not even, and we're
Yeah,
not the only
it's
culture. Black people
yeah,
aren't even the only culture that had braids.
Yeah, like we aren't at all.
That's
I
another
don't think
thing.
people understood that.
That's that's what I had to go research and learn too. That we're not. It's just hair culture. It's not anything that people should be offended by, unless they're trying to be like fucking offensive. Then yeah, be offended.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, a lot of African cultures do wear braids, but it didn't start in African culture of braids, you know?
But back to what I was initially talking about, like, um, it's really unhealthy, the like standards that K-pop idols are put, like the kind of standards that they have to uphold. Like they're not allowed to date. Most like big companies like YG, JYP, SM, idols are not allowed to date.
Yeah,
Because it ruins like the fans, I guess, like
fantasies.
fantasy of being with them.
Yep.
I think the only like huge, well, not huge, but the only big name like company that I know of. This is an interesting example. A few years ago, there was a K-pop artist named Hyuna, who, I mean, it was discovered that she was dating like a different K-pop artist, who was in the same company, and then they got fired from that company for dating, pretty much. And then, I mean, Psy, the creator and singer of Gangnam Style, made his own company and took them both in, and now they're thriving. But like, also, they have to be within like a certain weight limit. They have to be within a certain weight. A lot of female idols have to be like 90 pounds or under.
Honestly, when I see shit like that, it disheartens me.
That's like with a lot of Korean stuff though, in general. Like
The
even
Korean beauty standards are just
yeah.
so they're really worrisome. Not even on like some body shaming shit. Like if it was their, honestly, like I don't even know how to say this. Like if it was their choice, I really wonder if they would choose to be like under 90 pounds. Like if their company didn't require it of them,
I
would they
doubt
be
it.
like there?
I
But
I
at the same time, it's easy for us to say that because we grew up in America, right? I don't know what like the ideal weight is considered.
actually, yeah, that's true. Cause I don't think the weight thing is just a business thing. It might be a cultural thing as well. Cause I remember I was watching this one video about this Korean dude, and they're talking about like their basic beauty standards and how he wanted a girl this certain weight. And it seemed to me like that's like something that most guys in Korea's, well, I wouldn't say most guys, but it seems like that was something that was kind of interesting to me, that like a super specific weight that he had for his ideal girl, and that he wouldn't date someone over that weight or some shit like that. So I think it's a cultural thing.
Yeah. Like I just I get really concerned when I see like, let me see if I can find a picture.
Ah, bro, where the fuck is this nigga at? Bro, Eddie, bro, are you listening? This nigga's not here, bro.
I didn't hear.
No, he's not in here. He's in the
Bro,
audience.
honestly, bro, I'm Loki might just start this shit without him, and then if he joins, he joins. But we can finish up this shit first.
Oh,
We're gonna talk about this little tidbits and stuff and then get into the real meat and potatoes of the actual podcast.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
keep on talking
I'm gonna
about
keep it a
this.
bean. I don't think this would be good for the video. I'm gonna keep it as, a gram with you, if you will. But
Talk
Oh,
about
I'm
the
just
Eddie
I'm
bit.
just talking just to talk. I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah, that's what I'm
Oh
saying.
no,
Like,
the thing is, me personally, I don't have no problem with having like an early discussion. That's that can be used. What I'm saying right now, of course, it's not gonna be there, but the shit that we're saying previously, it can be edited and used content.
yeah,
Yeah,
that word. I honestly, that word. Oh,
you don't like content?
I just don't like the word. It just
I
feels
love the word.
scummy. It feels scummy, kind of.
I know, because it's just like, oh, bro, you do anything for
under,
content.
under the pretext of content, it's like, dude, but content, bro. And then
No,
you got then you
Dash.
have the whole David Dobrik situation. He gets canceled. Like that's content, but not the
Nah,
one
bro,
you
that's not
wanted.
content. I wanted it, and I asked for it, so give it to me.
bro, that whole David Dobrik stuff is crazy to me.
I don't give a fuck. He's just a retard, and I just want to keep it at that.
Holy.
He couldn't keep up with his
Decent.
fame, I guess.
It wasn't that he couldn't keep up. Well, yes, that is what got him in his
Exactly.
bullshit because he couldn't keep up with his fame. You're right, John. I take that back. Started doing literally risking his homies, quote unquote, homies' lives for bullshit.
No, his homies ruined his life.
No.
With the whole okay, so like with the whole kissing thing, like that kissing prank shit, right?
Yeah, but he enacted that shit. That
No,
was his
that
idea.
no. Did you not see the messages that came out? Like the guy was like, "Yeah, I'll do it again."
Yeah, the dude said he would. Wait, what dude said he would do it again?
The guy that got kissed by what was his name, Nash, whatever. Oh, guys.
The black
guy that
dude?
came up, yeah, the black dude said, "Yeah, he'll do it again." Everything, yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, that shit crazy. But then also like the other thing about it was like what's his name, Dirty Dom, that guy. He fucking apparently like made some sexual like advances towards some people.
Talking with the old
That's
white dude?
oh yeah, no, not him, some other guy in there. His name's like Dom.
I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know anything.
He's
about David
a part
Dobrik.
like the David Dobrik's like
Yeah, he was.
yeah.
I don't know a
He
single one.
sexually like had sexual advances towards like people, like got them drunk and shit.
Just
And
so you could have
people-
sex with them, yeah.
Yeah, and people like blame like David Dobrik for it. They came more at David Dobrik than they came at Dom.
Because it was his place that would have happened at. and
Yeah,
everyone
but
was
like
what the
you
fuck?
can't control them and have them at your place though, really. Like you know that, right? Like let's say we're at a party, right? Let's say we're all at a party. And a lot of people come. If there's a big party, you're gonna lose count of everybody, like where they are and stuff, you know? Like you can go and have sex and shit, you know what I'm saying?
You're
Well, so you really can't fault David Dobrik on that. And that's what they did. Most of the fans really came at David Dobrik for that situation when they should have actually came for Dom.
yeah, I see that.
I think like I do think that David Dobrik has done stuff before that's bad, but not on that level where you need to be canceled or so, you know?
Oh no.
I think the whole canceling of him was not warranted at all.
The only thing I had a problem with was that him almost killing somebody. That's
When was
it.
when was this? That train thing?
Yeah, that shit was.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
That shit is like, no, my dude. I don't know. And also,
Remember when they got kicked out their complex or something because he did the dry ice thing and then like their apartment pool or whatever, and they like literally evicted him.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Ooh.
That's just like
Well,
house.
the amount of things that you do for content, like this isn't Hype House. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't get
that's
it.
not stuff to get canceled by there, you know? Like the crane thing, not really cancelable, but
nah, that
fucked up.
shit.
It's not cancelable. Really,
I
in
would
this
say
culture.
it is because I'm gonna say it is and it's not because first the dude that agreed to do it shouldn't have, and also
Yeah.
David should have never
Put more safety precautions, yeah, but like
Should've
he should have
done
been
a
canceled
better
for
job.
that. Like then like at that point, do you think Logan Paul should have been canceled for the like suicide forest thing?
Absolutely,
Suicide
yes.
Forest.
Yeah, I agree there. That's different though.
That shit was fucked. That was
That's
so fucked.
different.
He was showing dead bodies, right?
Yeah,
He showed up, yeah, like censored, but what the fuck does that mean?
you're like that's different. Oh, there's Eddie.
Yo, Eddie, you good?
Oh, I feel like David Dobrik gets a lot of hate for no reason over stuff that's not in his power, you know, like his
97 pounds.
What the fuck? Why is it still on?
Oh, he's back.
See,
Yeah,
the thing
I'm
is, when it
back.
comes to women,
Hello?
I just like.
Hi.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna say that. I'm gonna keep that shit to myself.
no, yeah, T, don't you, King? Or you
No,
like
I
He was
don't.
about to
Just
say
say
something
what you want to
problematic.
say.
The
Isn't
last
Oh,
it
one-
yeah,
the
let me say that
podcast?
shit with my chest, John.
Yeah.
I like them
if you
bitches
wanna-
thick.
me and you
So-
both. Let a bitch
So
sit on my
this,
face.
the
What is
last
the
one that I
issue?
posted, she's my
the fuck?
height. She's my
Wait.
height, about like
Y'all the same?
15, about 15 pounds
Let's get it.
less than me, and she's considered fat.
Bro, she built bad, bro. What are you talking about?
Shawty, a little baddie.
Shawty,
She
my
my
little
little boo
boo
thing.
thing.
Shorty got the
Got the
fatty.
fatty.
Shorty got the fatty.
She be catching
She
moves
ooh,
swing.
swing.
In my opinion, Sarah, out of all the girls who
It's a
posted
motherfucker without a rubber.
she's actually
What'd
the
you say?
prettiest
I
one.
keep it on a cup.
Alright, yo, wrong stocking. Wait, what did he say?
My
No, I
bad.
was saying, out of all the girls she posted, she's the prettiest one. The third one.
She is.
Nah, Sarah's the prettiest one.
Wait, the podcast on right now?
We
I mean,
couldn't
I'm
agree
recorded, but
to
we haven't
disagree.
started. since you were.
Dude, that was all podcast talk. That could all be podcast talk, but we just chilling.
I was recording it, nigga.
That's what I want.
Yeah, it should be like chill like that. I don't feel like it has to be like, you know.
Yeah, I don't think there should really be an
forgot you
overarching
said
like.
that.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be really
a
like.
topic when we can just go on.
It should be
and
really
talk about
relaxed,
shit.
you
I
know,
like
really
that.
chill,
The thing is,
laid back.
yeah, we can say it could be chill, but at the end of the day, I still would have like want to have talking points, so then it just
Yeah.
doesn't just go into
Yeah,
like
no, I got you.
complete like nonsense, not nonsense, but like just randomness
Discord.
that people can't follow.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I'm feeling me nuts.
Oh.
Whew, so we good with our intro topic, or
Yeah, I think it was.
Isn't there intro? Okay. Did you write anything down? You ready for all the plot points?
well, only it was
Or-
only like 2, and then we could just go to fucking whatever. Honestly,
Alright. Do what you want
That's
to do.
really all you need.
I mean, we got Neri definitely. You guys want to wait for Neri since it is his topic that he wanted
He
to talk
says
about?
ping. He said ping when
yeah,
we're
ping.
ready.
Let me update my Audacity real quick.
Why are you still streaming?
Or are you recording yourself? That's what?
Yeah, Eddie, we got it all under control. We've been through
What?
this.
All right,
What's
Neri,
happening is
you finna
Ron
start?
is
All right, we finally ready?
recording.
Yes,
Go ahead.
sir.
We just have to make
Literally
sure we
kill
don't talk
him.
over each other and like just.
That's why what we're gonna do is I will ask who I will literally go down the list and tell who's gonna talk after another, and then if it gets to a conversation where we need
No,
to
but the
rebuttal,
thing is,
we can let people rebuttal.
yeah.
No, literally, I'm gonna go
like
from
that.
Sarah downwards.
With no
Like you
Ronald
know, how
in it,
you see
please?
it on the Discord, how it's organized. You know, does that make sense?
I'm just talking about from like the editing standpoint. If everybody had their own audio file, it would have been a lot easier. Because there are a lot more times where like, you know, someone's like coughing or something, you know, someone's like, you know, just some like random background noise that could just be lowered, but like not lower this person talking, you know what I mean? But, you know, I mean, I guess it is fine with y'all.
Hey, no, it's just like really easier. Just someone just
Okay.
So, because the cough won't be really picked up on mic if you have noise suppression. Okay, so calm down.
Yeah, see it now. Now it's recorded.
Hey,
There,
so
here
be
we
it.
go.
All
Noise
right, so
suppression.
let's get into the intro. Welcome to. I can't even do that shit correctly with a straight face.
Hey everyone. Welcome to the Reserved Course podcast. This is your gracious hostess.
You're not even a
Sarah.
host.
She's not, but
Man, stop taking
doing
niggas'
better than
jobs,
you.
bro. I swear
She's
to God,
doing
these
better
shit's
than
y'all
you.
crazy,
suck
bro.
a dick. But I
He's
guess
doing
you.
better. I will whenever I
Always
want
be playing
to.
games.
Fuck up.
No,
This is your hostess.
I'm your
with the
gracious
mostest.
bro, chill the fuck out. All right,
This
we're
is your
gonna-
gracious,
I'm
humble
be for real,
host,
be for real.
Joe
Eddie, yo,
Budden,
chill. Eddie,
here with
Eddie,
the
chill.
Reserve Courts podcast.
Eddie, can you chill for a second?
And just like that,
Eddie is chilling. That's
copyright
chill
strike.
for him.
We got copyright strike. All right,
Fuck.
welcome. Today's a Thursday, 19 p.m. We are here with another episode of the Reserve Court podcast. I'm your host, Mamba Jack, aka
Retake. Can we retake?
Don Yogi-dan.
What are you doing?
What are you talking about? What I
Retake.
do?
Cut, Ganyu. Okay, look.
What I do?
As your
Yeah,
agent,
yeah,
I'm gonna give you a little bit of
yeah.
pointers. I'm gonna give you a little bit of pointers here as your agent here, Ganyu. You were a little flat on the delivery there on that intro. I'm gonna lead a little bit more.
You want it more enthusiastic?
We're gonna lead. We're gonna
Yeah.
let me finish. We're gonna lead a little bit more pizzazz. You know, as I'm saying. You know,
All
we're gonna
right,
lead
I
a
got
little
you,
bit
I
more.
got
You
you.
know,
Just do it.
enthusiasm. You know.
Intro.
So you know, we're gonna run it back. You know,
I
do
think
your
that's-
warm ups. Quiet on set. All right,
All right.
and action.
All right, it's 11:20 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the New World Order. It's your host, Mamba Jack. Welcome to another Thursday of the Reserve Court podcast.
It's WWE.
Damn,
What's
bro.
happening?
Beautiful.
And then let's hear it from our co-host.
What is up, guys? It's your co-host, Juno and Ice, aka Eddie, here with the Reserve Course podcast. Today we got a special guest. We have Pastel King, aka John.
Hello.
We have Ron Merezer, aka Ron.
My dick is still
We
hard.
got-
Can someone help me?
12, aka Axolotl, aka Neri.
You said your dick is hard. Never
Yo,
mind.
we got Young Titty Mixer, aka Sarah,
Hello.
and we got Dreamy, aka Olin. And that is the group we got for today. And we're gonna be talking about money and
And
love.
love.
Hey, yo, we got a newcomer on set.
Yeah.
So in short, we're talking about gold diggers. You know who you
No,
are.
not. We're not talking about. Well, yes, we're talking about
Whoa,
gold
whoa,
diggers, but
whoa.
we're talking about. Do money and love go hand in hand? And what extent does money play in love?
All right, okay, I'm gonna start this off here, right? Who's all been in a relationship in this call?
Never in my
Like
life.
an adult relationship, like a
Okay.
relationship in like the when you're not like underage type shit, you know? So there's
Uh,
me,
Oh, okay. So one.
Yeah.
What's
So
a
this
there's
is all
me,
like
Sarah, and I think John, right?
What's a
Ron,
Yeah.
have you?
What's a relationship, bro?
Actually, I wouldn't even say it was serious. I forgot that.
I never been in a relationship.
Cause like it's different from like if you're a kid, you know, you're underage and shit, but it's
No,
a
of
whole lot
course.
of things.
Yeah.
I mean, but you don't
I
have
don't
money when
think
you're a kid.
anybody
I don't think that
counts.
counts.
Yeah,
I don't think
I'm
anybody
saying,
counts
it's different.
like middle school relationships as
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm
relationship.
saying. It's different. Like that's why I said an adult relationship.
yeah.
Like it's different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So where are we gonna go with that?
So for all the people here that's been in like, you know, a relationship as an adult, that shit is horrible. So let me tell you why it's bad. Let me tell you why it's bad. Okay.
Okay.
Especially since like COVID and shit. You know, I've been out dating and shit. I've been going on dates.
Mhm.
Really?
The other week, I take this girl on the date, right? I'm pretty broke because I haven't been able to work as much. I've only been like working weekends really. And she doesn't have a job. So I'm
Oh.
spending like $60, $70 like every time going on these dates because I'm taking her out to, you know, fancy restaurants and shit. And you know, enjoying time with her, spending time with this
Yikes.
woman. Shut up, don't
If
fucking
you
talk
don't
about
take
me.
her to McDonald's and give her the
That's why
dollar
I did the
menu.
first time. No, let me tell you what. That was
This is the first time.
That was a first date, bro. The
Oh,
second
yeah.
date, I took her out to like a nice Korean barbecue place and shit. And the next one I went to like a Mexican restaurant. I'm always spending dumb money. I'm broke as fuck, by the way. And I also have bad like social anxiety. But it feels weird when you date someone who doesn't have a job. Because like
Mm.
you're out here selling out all this money and you're going home poor as fuck. I'm broke. I'm broke. I want someone who's gonna take me out on dates too, you know? Like I'm out here spending all this money.
Okay.
Turning into
I have
DJ
a
Khaled.
I have a question about not like overall question. Okay, let's say this is for no, this is for just everyone. I was gonna say the niggas, but
Okay.
it's for everyone. Um, if you were to get into a relationship with someone, would you want them to pay half of everything, or would you be okay paying for everything?
Half-Life 4.
I mean, I would
Either
definitely not
or.
like to pay for everything, but I wouldn't mind paying for like a dinner for the both of us every so often.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I would prefer for them to
like
like
half on
pay
groceries,
whenever
half
they
on
can.
bills.
Hold up. Nary, you said what?
I would prefer for them to pay whenever they can, if if it, just to help out a little bit. Like paying for everything is just kind of not it, chief. Unless you personally like doing that for whatever reason,
Okay.
All right,
Like
Olin,
half
what was your
on
Mister
like
Mister Big
Yeah, we
Baller.
don't shame sugar daddies.
like
I,
half on groceries and bills for sure.
Screaming.
But like let's say I'm like I want to take you on a date. I want to take you out, you know, I want to treat you special. Then that's fine by me just paying, you know? But
Mm.
when it comes to like the household stuff, like groceries, fucking appliances, furniture, and shit like that, that is a half man thing, bro. You go half on that shit.
Oh,
that's a
for
fact.
sure.
I agree with that.
Yo,
You
so
feel horrible if you pay that shit out of pocket by yourself, especially if you're like refurbishing houses and stuff like that and
Speak on it.
providing
That shit
food.
ass.
Yeah, that shit dick. Because you
nice
feel
to
like
hear
you're
that.
coming out fucked out of it, you know? Like, because let's say they also have a job, right? And then they're out here with all their money, right? And you'd be like, hey, we if you see us like, yo, I want to do this, you know, I want to go get this. And I'm like, nah, fine, fuck no. Like you feel horrible. You're like, oh, okay, I guess I shouldn't have like actually paid for all this shit by myself. Because you come out feeling broken. Like
Mm.
very. Because that's your bank account.
Okay,
and you
so
wasted all this money when you have someone that is an adult in your household not doing shit and paying for nothing.
A
all right,
freeloader.
so John, did you have something to say?
About paying for half utilities. I mean, as an adult, like as a person who has their own place, like paying for like half of things is just mandatory. Like, rather than even if they're female or male, I don't think there should be a stigma towards it
Mm-hmm.
at all. I feel like as a growing adult, like you should be prepared to have responsibilities not pushed onto you, but eased onto you, because that's what you go into thinking. And like, I guess are certain situations that there are like variables, like, oh, this is my apartment, and like I've been paying my bills on myself, and since it's like a one person apartment, but my girlfriend moved in, maybe every now and then she'll pay an electric bill or something, whatever that works out for you. But I mean, like with another person that's added, it's like obviously you're gonna go through more food and be like, hey, like can you like pitch in like for groceries because you're living here too, you're eating my food. Like it was for when it was just me, like cool, I got me. But now there's another person, another variable, another person in my fridge, I'm gonna want you to put in.
Can I
So
add on to this actually?
absolutely, go ahead.
So I agree with those things, but also like if we're gonna talk about like this kind of thing, like in general,
Hmm.
I'd say like even if like I were married or something, right? I if my spouse and I made like the same amount of income, I could see us going like 50-50 on things. But like say for instance let's say for instance my spouse, or if I made a like six-figure income, right? And then my spouse wants, and I'm probably making like, I don't know, let's say like $60,000, right? Like
Uh-huh.
annually. And then my spouse wants to like move to a different house because like together we can afford it.
Wait, hold up.
Like let's
Can I
say,
can I have interject a real question? It's just a question. So is this scenario? Because I wasn't listening correctly. Is this scenario where your spouse makes more and you're making less,
yeah,
or is it
or where
either?
one of us is making more, and actually for the sake of the argument, let's say that I'm the one making more.
Uh-huh.
Let's say I'm the one with a six-figure income and my spouse is the one that's making maybe like $60,000.
Is it
Right.
low six figure or mid six figure?
Doesn't
That's the
matter.
question.
Like let's okay, for the sake of this scenario, let's just say maybe like half a mil, or no,
Half a
not
mil.
Half a mil. What the?
right. If I want to, it pretty much, I'm pretty sure when I get married I'll still have my own like individual account and we'll have like a joint account as well, but I'll still have like stuff on my own, right?
Mhm.
If my spouse and I decide we want to move to like a nice house, right? Me personally, I would be willing to put down more money and like be able to like pay for things like more because because I make more than my spouse and because I can. I
Yeah.
think in that instance, right? If there is like a huge or a significant like income, I don't want to say gap, but I mean like,
That's what it is.
yeah, like then I think that you can, or that you should pay more if this is something that you both like decide upon, right?
For
Ooh.
sure.
But
Mm.
I would like to
What?
interject also. Do you bring love into that matter also on your decision?
Well, I mean, if it
I know it's your
involves
spouse, but you can like you can still be with someone, but how do I want to word? You could be with someone, but at the same time, want to do things for them, but it like the love part will weigh it in and out. Will weigh it in or out if you're gonna do more than what you probably like
Ooh, I see what you're saying.
logically should, or like
Hmm.
you get what I'm trying to say now?
Yeah.
ooh,
Like
how
for
do you
instance,
mean?
if your thing is like taking care of your partner like completely, like that's your thing. That's you. Like, because everybody's different, obviously. Like everyone has
Oh,
different passions and things
oh,
that they want to do.
well,
It's like if you
yeah.
want to take care of your partner and like your thing for them is to be home and like do their own thing and like maybe they have creative
I'm
access or something and you're paying the bills. Like if that's what makes you happy, then go for that. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. I'm not saying like cover everything, right? But like I'm saying like instead of like a 50-50 arrangement, maybe like a 60-40 or a 70-30 arrangement is what I mean. I'm not saying like pay for everything.
Yeah, as long as the other person's comfortable, I don't see any issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is, I mean, I have no shame in admitting this. I'm a Redditor. I like frequent, like, especially like
dirty.
relationships, especially like relationship subreddits, or like AITA, am I the asshole, like subreddit. Like,
Mhm.
I'm very interested in seeing how other people think, and how, like, you know, as a society, like, who is considered an asshole and who isn't. And I see a lot of these, like, oh, I'm so mad because my wife makes more than me, but she does a lot less, and this, that, and the other. Am I the asshole for telling her that, like, you know, she should be doing more? Or am I the asshole for like moving into an apartment with my husband, and he makes like this amount but I make more, and then I want him to pay 50-50, like this kind of thing. That's why I'm bringing this up specifically.
Wait, could you repeat that?
Basically, it's a lot of these scenarios, specifically actually regarding like the 50-50, like the stuff that we're talking about. Like, there are these couples that have these significant income gaps,
Mhm.
and sometimes the person who's making more expects their partner who's making significantly less to put in the same amount that, I mean, person A is, you know, for this kind of thing, even though person B doesn't have as much disposable income as person A.
See, with that was a question I was gonna ask you guys actually. Like, would you be comfortable with someone? Would you? This is for everyone. Would you be comfortable if you taking care of somebody all the way through?
If I
Like,
love
let's say you
Fuck
them,
make
no.
more than them.
No expenses like
if
How
I
ever
do you
for
love
them,
mean?
them,
or
if I love the shit out of them, because that's just like me as a person, then fuck yeah, bro. I'll take
Yeah, I
care
was
of
gonna
you.
say that.
Hmm.
Like there
Because I
shouldn't
could
be
see,
anything wrong with that.
absolutely.
where some people would say they couldn't, because a lot of people actually couldn't stay in a relationship like that, where they take care of everything because they would want their spouse to, how do you say, level themselves up or whatever, because they would want them to be at their equal level or some shit like that.
Level up.
Yeah,
Yeah, get
level
that
up basically.
experience.
I couldn't do it. I actually couldn't do it.
You couldn't do what?
If I love that,
I
like I
could.
said, if you gotta love that person a lot. I have to love that person a lot, like dead ass. That
Yeah.
person
Mhm.
To
literally
just
has to
take
be
care of them.
like.
Okay, okay.
Interesting.
I think that person, I have in my brain, I would have to think I can't live without them or some shit, and that's when I would do that shit.
Okay, so okay, Owen, what
Idiotic.
you gonna say?
I could not be in a relationship where I'm like providing everything, like a place to stay, doing the bills, doing all that shit. Because I feel like I'm taking care of a fucking kid at that point. You know,
Mm.
like that's just crazy to me. Like I'm not gonna go into a relationship where I'm doing everything. It's weird. I'm not taking care of you. That's just not it. We are adults. We both have a job and stuff. We have to go like not half and half per se, you know? Like we have to be in this
Mhm.
together.
I see what you mean.
Like when you
I
say you're not taking care of them, do you mean like as in financially? Because I
Financially
was,
taking care of them.
but like when people have their obviously moments where there's
like
bumps that are
they're
gonna
in
happen on the
between
road. Yeah,
jobs.
the in between or something. You'll
Yeah, that's
provide for them,
understandable
obviously.
But if they're still looking, like that's the point I was
though.
gonna bring up. I kind of agree with Olin, but like I feel like I would be able to take care of everything, but only for like a short
A
amount of time.
while.
Like
Yeah.
if you're in between jobs, but you're actively looking, you're actively trying to like bring something to the table. Like you're not just sitting on your ass, like doing nothing,
Mhm.
you know, then of course I'm not going to have an issue with it. But if you are just like, God forbid, like I get married and my spouse is just like playing League all the time and like not looking for a job or something like that, then no.
A bum.
Stop
Okay.
playing League, boys.
I'm triggered. Don't look at me in this queue right now. Don't look.
You degenerate. Wait, okay, so I have a question. So let's say you have a fuck ton of money. Like it doesn't matter. Like you have a sizable disposable amount of fucking income.
So
Could you
Lil Yachty
still
shit.
just like? Would you still care if you were taking care of that person? Like you just had it made type shit.
Fuck no. I'm still saying no. I'm gonna tell you why. There's times in relationships where let me rephrase this. Fuck. So let's say I have all this fucking money, right? I'm a fucking millionaire, billionaire. Shit.
Yeah.
And I'm taking care of you. I still feel like I'm taking care of a fucking child. I want somebody in the same tax bracket as me or close enough to the same tax bracket as me. I'm sorry. Or at least someone that's actually willingly to trying to do stuff. You know, like they have that motivation to try and do their own stuff. So they're just sitting back and I'm taking care of them. Fuck that. I feel like I'm taking care of a fucking kid.
I agree with that.
Like you need to be motivated to do your own thing. Even if I have all this fucking money, this money isn't always guaranteed. You know, something can always happen.
True.
So you need to be on your grind also.
Honestly, that shit I like to hear. Me personally.
But hold
Yeah.
on, I want to bring up an example. What if the person is like, let's say for example, art. They're an artist, and artists
Oof.
don't always come up
Of
funds.
course.
Would you still be down to support them to follow their dreams?
I
Oh,
would
if they're
support them
not
to follow their
showing-
dreams, but I would also want them to like not put everything into the dreams. You feel me? Like when
Okay.
you know when people are starting with rapping and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
They don't go deep dive, or with YouTube and shit like this. They don't deep dive into YouTube. They have a fucking job, and you know they put their expenses into the main, into the household, or
And
what
they
they
put their
need,
disposable.
and then the disposable into the streaming stuff. Right? You
Yep.
feel me? Like you still need to be on your grind. I'm not gonna support you if you're just sitting in front of your computer all day trying to make content. That's not guaranteed to pop off. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
That's the thing. You need to still be on your grind. Even if you are trying to grind for something else, you need to have a secondary hustle.
Okay, so
Or
what
a
you basically
fallback.
just said, Olin, was fuck artists.
I
Get
did
a
not
real
say
job.
fuck artists. I did not say that at all. I said,
But
get
most
a-
artists literally don't have secondary hustle a lot of the time. So the
Yeah,
thing is
they
that like they literally only be an artist.
they
So
need
it's like,
like
damn.
if you're not a good I don't want to say good an artist that is making money at the moment. Like let's say I start making art, right? I'm getting I barely get any commissions, right? So I'm living off of probably $100 or $200 a month off of commissions, right? Why am I not having another job while I'm also doing this, like as an artist? You know,
And actually, I don't think that's true, Eddie. That artists don't have other
they do,
jobs.
Eddie.
Yeah, they do.
I think it's
They
just
do.
some
Not
that
all,
start.
not a lot, not all of them
Most,
do.
I'm
not
pretty
all of
sure
them, but
most do.
most of the artists I follow, like on Twitter, for example, all of them have like regular 9 to 5 jobs
Yeah.
or
No,
just
I
jobs
mean,
that are.
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel as though
yeah, I
art
mean,
is
even
a side
then, like
hustle.
just having a 9 to 5 job doesn't mean like when you're an artist or whatever. A lot of them have different venues, like or venues that they have a lot their
Yeah.
cash from. Like,
Oh,
say if
that's
you're an
another
artist in one
interesting thing.
form, like you can be an artist, like that's your main thing, but you have different like little businesses on the side, like.
Yeah.
Oh, like I do commissions for this, oh, but I also do like I knit and I do this, and this is my other thing. Like you can see them hustling physically, like like they're multifaceted. It's not just one thing and then they're done. Like if
But
their
my
art
thing,
falls off, they're done. You know?
yeah, but my thing is, yeah, that you want them to have a leg to stand on if the art doesn't work out or the YouTube creation doesn't work out. So you want them to be working or doing something that make money. You know, like you don't want them to be like a fucking child you're taking care of and putting money into their dream. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll put out a little bit, like get them set up, you know, and stuff like that. Like, I'll do that, but I'm not gonna sit there and keep providing for you if like if this dream doesn't happen. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? I put all this money into you. Please just go get a fucking job or do something.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay, so
interesting. I mean, this is the adult world. This is the reality.
Yeah,
Everyone's like,
it's the
"Oh, you're
reality.
gonna take care of me." Like
Yeah, like
to a certain extent, but like you're not gonna be a bum.
oh,
yeah,
I got
don't be a
something to
bum.
say about that. This podcast that I usually watch called Fresh and Fit. They bring like I don't know where they. It's like people from Miami that have this like idea that they don't want. Actually, a lot of people our generation don't want to fuck with someone that has a 9 to 5 job, which is kind of interesting. I won't even say a lot, but just like a more than I said that they should. Like, how do y'all view that? Like, do you think a 9 to 5 job is like something that should be seen as a negative, since a lot of people for some reason have
no.
a
It's called being an adult.
No,
Yeah, like
Well,
I'm not gonna be
a
a
9 to 5
boss,
most
bro.
definitely should not be seen
Being
as a
an adult is just
negative.
infinite suffering. If you're not suffering, then are you really adult? Like, come on.
True.
well, because like, well, why is it that these people see a 9 to 5 job as a negative?
Which
because
people too are
They-
seeing
they-
it like
I
Like
feel
that?
like most people,
yeah, I actually
no,
want to know what
like
demographic.
you'll see like if you pay
If
attention
it's
on
rich
Twitter, you'll see
people,
people that make those comments that like I want to date with someone with a 9 to 5 job. I'm an entrepreneur. It's not a lot of people, but those people are like, to my opinion, are delusional.
They are.
They're not chasing real love. They just want to chase someone that they can milk for money.
Yeah, like the most people in the world, right, are not that 1% or 10% that has a passive income job, right? So
Not even that. Like, let's say you're a fucking doctor and shit. Even some of them would say, I wouldn't want to fuck with a doctor because they won't be there. This is like this. These are girls that are saying this. Like, it's not all women think like this, but it's kind of surprising that they have these thoughts. Some of them that I wouldn't want to date a doctor because he wouldn't have enough time to pay attention to me. Some weird shit like that. Because a doctor, you got to be working like 40 hours a fucking week or
that's more than
more.
that, actually.
Even actually, a more like maybe 60, some type shit like that.
I guess
I can
that's
see that
valid
though.
complaint, low key.
But
Yeah,
that
it is a
it's
valid
a
complaint.
valid complaint.
Low key valid. I can see how it could be valid.
But no, the thing is, your game was a 9 to 5. A doctor's job is not a 9 to 5.
True.
I mean, when it comes to 9 to 5,
No,
that
I'm
just
talking
sounds
about
like they don't want to date a broke nigga. That just sounds what
Yeah.
it sounds like
no,
to me.
what 9 to 5s are considered is literally just like standard jobs,
a
like an
standard job
office
that has a
job
clock
or
in,
a
clock out type.
fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But a
like,
doctor
why would you ever say I don't want to date somebody who does a 9 to 5 when like that's literally 90% of jobs? It's like what the
Well,
fuck?
I feel like the reason people would say that is because how do I put this?
They see it as broke
They
niggas jobs.
Well,
They
maybe.
value
But
time.
what I'm going to say is that they probably see it as somebody that's just settling for like the minimum. They're not really trying to like get into like like striving for anything.
Oh
They just,
yeah,
like
that,
that's
Oh,
I
that's
guess
the
that's
But
how
thing.
they're
I could see it.
complacent with
But I
their
mean,
situation.
Maybe not
Hold-
complacent, but they're just like
They don't
they're
have
not.
ambition.
Yeah, they don't have ambition. That's what I was trying
But
to
no,
say.
the thing with the
hold
9 to
on.
5, like
I want to make a point. I mean, let's
Mm.
say you're a graphic designer at like this fucking company. You're working in a cubicle kind of shit, and you're like, that's a 9 to 5 job. That doesn't mean like you went to school, you had your ambition, and this is what you wanted to do. I don't see that as though you're lacking, or you
I don't
don't.
Oh
know.
no, we're saying typically, right? Like, or that's how people
Yeah.
might perceive it. Like, not saying that's how it is. We're just saying like that's how.
What you're
people
saying?
might perceive
Because
it.
Gunny asked how come there might be people that say, oh, I don't want to date somebody who just works in 9 to 5 or all that shit. And people and Eddie said, oh, probably because they'd be considered as broke. But I don't see it that way. I see it as maybe they just don't want. They just see it as people with 9 to 5. The typical standard 9 to 5 job. They just seen as they don't have any ambition. They're not striving for anything. They're just working, living their day to day.
But it's like on the outside looking in, right? You don't know what people dreams
yeah,
are
that
and
sounds
stuff.
like
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
being
that's
judgmental.
that's true.
This
That's
is
why,
based
but
off of an
that's why
assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why the people that think that way and say stuff like that
They're
are just
dumb.
pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Like
and that's why we're ragging on them.
it's stupid to think that way.
Yeah.
Because unless you actually get to know that person, unless that person literally told you, yeah, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to, I'm just working this just because I have to work. Because like
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
vibing in
okay,
the foreign.
Exactly.
Vibing in the foreign. This nigga.
Like it's
Oh
insane that
shit.
people think like that. Cause
Actually, like by that same coin, right? Because like me personally, someone who doesn't have ambition is just someone. I don't know. I can't be attracted to someone who's not ambitious.
I'm ambitious about
You mean they're
cooking.
complacent where they are in life or something, or?
The thing is, like, I not that I want someone who's like always like striving for betterment or whatever, but like, let's say for instance, especially now, like people our age, right? Because we're all like in our early 20s, right?
Mhm.
Like, where's this going?
Really strong.
Uh Okay. I don't know. I feel like I would want someone who wants to like go above like what typically
infinity
people in
and
their
beyond.
early 20s can like do. So for instance, like me personally, I want to get my doctorate, right? I'm not saying that I want to find someone who also is trying to get their doctorate, but like I don't I can't find someone who's like complacent with an entry level job maybe. It's hard for me to like
Ooh.
see them as a long-term partner.
Ooh,
Mm.
damn. That's interesting.
You hear that, fellas? Step your game up.
No, bro, dead ass, bro. The podcast I be watching, they be saying shit like that.
But like,
Like,
do y'all agree, or maybe am I like?
no,
I
No,
mean,
you're
yes,
you're perfectly
that's
See,
like
the
fine.
You
thing
made
is,
a very
it's your
valid
that's
point,
your
opinion.
preference at
honestly.
that point. Because like, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
yeah,
your opinion.
yeah.
I'm not gonna like
Most people
That's
will
talk
agree
too much
with
weird.
you,
shit
and
into
there are
your
people
opinion.
that
I'm gonna
won't
say I
care,
like
and there's
this.
people that will
Wait.
disagree with you.
Talk one at once. Talk at once.
There it can go.
I mean, I pretty much just said what I was gonna say. Like, there's just people that are gonna agree with you, people that will disagree with you.
True.
What do you
Well, yeah, that's
think
what I'm
about
asking.
What do you
Naruto?
think?
I mean, what I have to say about it is like, I mean, I personally, I don't care. Like, I mean, saying I don't care is maybe a little weird, but it's like,
Wait, okay.
can I
So what do
date
you?
someone without ambition? I mean,
Could you?
I mean, it's weird though, because it's like
That's.
I'm not trying to take care of them either.
But you
But at the
wouldn't
same time,
care.
as long as they can provide, as long as they have their means of providing, I don't care.
That's interesting. That's actually interesting.
You know, as long as they have their means of contributing, I don't really care.
That's
That's my thing.
extremely interesting.
At the end of
Yo,
the day, love is not based off of like financial stuff, right? At all.
cap.
What do you mean cap?
No,
I feel
You
as
bro,
though
can love.
financial. Bro, when it what you're saying is true to an extent, but financial thing, finances can play a good
It can
amount
play
into
a
love.
role. Don't get me wrong. It can.
yeah.
But in my eyes, it does not play as big as a role.
I feel as though in this day and age it does.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking for someone who's just like big, upcoming, or like doing
Nah,
big
I
shit.
could care
And
less.
Not even that they're doing big shit, that they're working towards something that
Yeah.
yeah,
could, yeah.
instead of
As long as
just
you out here getting this bread, bro, doesn't like matter how much bread you make, and you don't have to be a six-figure nigga, right? I'm
Nigga.
fine.
that's
But you know what's
that's fine.
surprising?
I agree
Jesus
with that.
Christ.
I agree
Okay,
with
so I
that.
have a
Go for it.
damn. I need to stop cutting niggas off. That's my
No,
bad. What you trying to say, Ron?
no, I was saying that like I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's just it feels like sometimes like with the conversations I have from people, shit
I
that I
flashed
watch,
into it.
shit that I hear, it's like it just feels as though aren't people only want to settle for people that are like extraordinary and kind of forget that like not everyone's gonna be this big ass dude. You want this extraordinary dude for what he has or what he could provide for you, but like you can't like at least financially or status wise, but you kind of forget that there are people that will actually like genuinely like no, not people. You forget that like love is more of a genuine thing, not just for what people can do for you. It's how they are, how they care for you, and like what they do for you, but not with money or status. The little things, like for example, like fucking like I saw this earlier, like when we started the podcast. My aunt came home from DR. She was out there. My uncle had to come back early because he has to work and shit. She came back today. You know, she came home. He welcomed her with flowers and shit. You know, welcome back from your trip. It's like people who actually care about you to do things that fucking like matter for you, instead of
Yeah, it's the
just
little
like
things.
be like, yo, babe, you know, I got all this money. You want to go fucking to Peru? It's like it's cool if you got it, you could do it like that. But it's like, where's the actual genuine, heartfelt emotion behind it for that person?
Hmm.
Feel
Yo,
like
sir,
you
I have a
attract a
question
certain
for
type
you.
of people
I
though.
think that
That too.
well, I have
You attract
something
the
to say
type
to
of
Ron.
people. Oh, okay. You could go actually.
Okay. That thing I would say people express their loves in different ways.
True.
Yeah.
That's how I would see it. Cause like, yeah, a person could be like, oh, let's go to Peru. Maybe he's just doing that because he loves her.
Of course.
Type
Or maybe
shit.
she's Peruvian and he wants her to go home,
Yeah.
visit her family.
Innocent
True.
until proven Peruvian. Come on.
I'm not doubting
Kill
these.
yourself.
I'm not
Well, I
doubting.
don't condone that, but.
Aw, you condone that?
Mm.
Aw.
I'm
Say
I'm
it
not.
again. Say it again. Aw.
Um.
Oh, John.
So I'm not doubting
Can't
that
beat the
these.
master.
I'm not doubting that these things can be done in in genuine ways, but I just feel as though that's what people only look for. Is like, yo, I want you to take me traveling. I want you to do this. I want you
Oh,
to
no
do
cap.
that for me, instead of like them doing it because they want to do it for you. It's like it's not something you should look for. It's something that someone should do for you because they want to travel the world with you. They want to learn about different cultures with you. They want to see these things with you because like you're there in their life.
But
And they
like
want you to
that's for you,
continuously
right?
be.
Because
Eddie, you're
No, of
next.
course,
Eddie, you're
that's
next.
Oh,
that's just my general opinion about it. Everyone's different. I just feel as
Yeah.
though you shouldn't look at someone completely for like what they offer to you, to like in that extent, just like money wise, take you places, do this, that for you. It's like at the end of the day, like if they were dead broke, you would just leave them. You would forget all that time spent because they can't keep doing this shit for you anymore.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people do that. But Eddie, you're
Exactly.
next.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. Is like, I feel like the people who look or go into relationships for shallow reasons are gonna attract people who are also getting into relationships for shallow reasons. It's like,
Fucking
and I
agree.
mean, I guess also at the same time, like, you could be a genuine person trying to get into a genuine relationship and then meet like somebody who's just trying to like, manipulate you.
Get finesse.
But yeah, but at the same time, I feel like there are people who are like, oh, I got a ton of money. Let's go to Peru. And then the girl, like, I feel like not every girl's just gonna be like, oh hell yeah, I'll just go to Peru with any random guy who has money. Like, I feel
Shit.
like some people are gonna be like, I mean, bro, I'm okay. Well, not. I'm pretty sure not every
Not
person
everyone. No.
is gonna. Not. I know some girls are gonna be like, no, I'm not just gonna fly off with some random guy just because he has money. And
No.
maybe some other people are gonna be like, yeah, if this guy's rich as fuck, I'm gonna go fucking fly around with him. I don't give a fuck. He's rich.
Sir, did
Oh,
you?
so now
But
I have a
I feel like
question
you
for Sarah.
attract those. I feel like people attract like those type of people. Like,
Wait, what do you mean by that?
if you're looking for a genuine relationship, I feel like it's very easy to spot people who aren't.
Wait, you said
You know,
someone attracts this types of what?
like I feel like you attract a crowd.
Angels.
You attract the like-minded people and like-minded
If you're
individuals.
if you're
Hmm.
looking for like a relationship for a shallow reason like money, then you're probably gonna find someone who is also wanting a relationship for a shallow reason. I think that's
Yeah.
what Eddie's saying.
So, sir, I have a question for you now. Does
That's all.
money play a factor of like attractiveness when it comes to men?
Hmm. That's actually a good question.
It's a
I
very
feel
good
like
question.
there have been times where like I struggled to pay for things and then like I don't know about attractiveness because like when I was struggling to pay for things and I helped like and my friends, like even just people who I consider friends, like would buy me food sometimes, like I felt very grateful, but I didn't like every time like Neri bought me food or every time like I don't know Nagai bought me food, I didn't just think, oh, like yeah, I want to fuck them. Like
I don't think that was what only was.
Not like
going
that.
on.
Like I say, like let's say like okay, like you take a base guy, right? Your basic
Average
white
nigga.
guy, your average white guy, right?
Okay.
No.
Makes about 30K a year.
why
He's
is it
working
gonna
like
be
fucking like.
white?
I said basic. Okay, calm down. He's not seasoning this fucking chicken. Okay, calm
Okay,
down.
just
Oh
say your
my
average. Let's say
Yeah,
god.
okay, so your average guy, right? He makes 30K a year, right? He's working at a gas station. He's just like a basic guy.
he's
Is
good
he that
looking.
attractive?
Do I see him as attractive?
Would you see him as attractive? Like, let's say, like, hey, let's put it like this, okay? I can't say like an artist or anybody, right? Because
Hey,
like that's kind
only
of
I think
weird.
I think I got you.
What's up?
I think okay. So the scenario that I'm thinking that you may be thinking is that let's say you take an average guy, makes like 40K. he works at a gas station or whatever. He works at fucking whatever.
Gas
9 to
station's
5
paying
job.
well.
Here, we'll get a
And
picture, Sarah.
he's
So we
6
can
foot.
make it
Gas
easier to
station's
visualize.
paying
No,
well.
don't say 6 foot. Don't say 6
Yeah,
foot.
Oh my
no.
God.
No. He's 6 foot.
Wait,
He's
he's
good
6 foot.
looking.
Hey.
And he works at a
See?
gas
Looking,
station.
and let's say there's another dude.
Pump this shit.
What-
Oh,
And let's say
That's
there's
not
another dude that's a software engineer. He makes like 100K a year, and he's the
What?
same facial appearances and everything. Who would you pick?
Okay, Sarah.
Here's the thing, though, right?
Specifically, this dude comes in podcast. Like, he comes and he's like,
in public.
"I want to be your bride. I mean, I want to be your groom." Whoops.
Yikes! Okay.
Oh,
I mean, hey, actually, yo, bride, whatever he rolls with, bro. Hey, look.
Yeah.
okay.
He pulls up and he's
That
like,
is not an average. He is a very conventional.
Where'd you put it,
attractive-
Eddie? Where'd you put it?
Podcast
"Put it in
chat.
podcast chat. Podcast."
I
chat.
don't see podcast chat.
You don't have. Oh yeah,
I
you
thought
just
Sarah
joined
did-
this Discord.
Wait, never mind.
I'm in
He-
one
Wait,
D. Not one A.
Here's the
I
thing,
got
right?
you. I got you, bro.
What you're saying, they're exactly the same.
Yes, like let's say.
I
they're
mean, I
both,
already
like-
told you how I feel about like ambition, though. So me
Mm,
personally, I would probably like the engineer more.
mm,
But
mm.
for me, it also depends, like, because
Are you talking about like the engineer
This
versus
fake ass
like,
fucking.
wait, what kind of engineer?
gas
Because
station?
here's the thing, right? Like,
I said just software because software engineers can make up to 100K.
yeah,
That's
like I
true.
would want someone. I would want someone who is like well versed in like, especially something that would be considered useful. Like I think
Yeah, you're
mechanics are hot. I think electricians, like people who like who are able
Yeah.
to work on things that are like important.
Oh no! Hear me out, sir.
They're
Let's
not
say an
important.
But
NBA
that's not the
player, then.
scenario I'm
An NBA player.
NBA
Right? An
player.
NBA player. He's all right looking. You know, he's not the most attractive, but he has a decent heart. But then you get this guy who's making 40K a year, right? He's not as attractive, not attractive, but he has a really good heart. Also, who you picking?
They have a good heart.
Both of them have a good heart. Yes.
Honestly, I don't know if I would want to date an athlete.
Scary.
Well-
Really? Why? Hell no.
Now you think about the money into it. Now see, and you're like, damn, well, with the money, you know. Damn.
Well, it's not even like the money
But
part.
then the
it's
paparazzi
like,
is still like crazy.
yeah,
too.
that's what I'm thinking of. Like I would hate for like every maybe like family outing we had or like every date night we had, oh, such and such. And here's the thing, to some extent I would hate being like specifically an NBA player's wife, right? I would hate it because I would forever be known as such and such's wife.
All right, then
Right,
let's say CEO then, like CEOs.
I would still be
It doesn't
known as
even have
such and
to be-
such's
okay,
wife.
so the thing is,
Like
it doesn't have to
Grimes
be-
has a name for herself, but she's also known as
Yeah,
Elon.
but there's like a lot of CEOs that.
Oh, do you mean
don't-
Claire? Okay.
Yeah, Claire. But there's a lot of CEOs that aren't in the limelight like that, though. You know. Let's say a CEO that's not in like getting paparazzi and stuff like that, right?
A
Then how you-
CEO.
In hell. Which one we going with?
Yeah. Right. Here's the thing though. If we're talking about like specifically these people who are making less income, right? What are they not only what are they doing, what are their long-term goals? I don't mind dating someone now who's working in a gas station, but is like working
And then they have
on
goals of going up and getting bigger.
See, I have something to say about that.
because I mean to some extent I can't say anything, right? I'm working as a waitress.
Yeah,
Right?
but, like this guy that like the CEO already, he already did his goals, right?
Okay, how do I say this? The external factors doesn't matter. You choose what you see, type stuff. Not external, internal. The external is what we're focusing on here. So would you
Okay.
pick the person that works on at the gas station, or would you pick the person that works?
For the CEO.
Hey,
So that's
Bree,
not
get
well
there.
known.
Get there. Come on. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like I think like what I said like still stands. Cuz you can't just like put these two like options in front of me and not expect cuz
No,
I
no,
guess
you
I
can
guess
explain. You can explain your thought process.
well that's what I'm explaining, right?
Yeah.
Because if I feel like I can't just choose them based off of that because of the situation that I'm in, right?
Mhm.
Like it'd be really hypocritical of me to be like, "Oh no, I don't want to date someone currently with an entry level job when like I don't even think you can I don't even think you can consider like the job that I'm doing entry level, right? I'm doing like a very basic job that a lot of people do, but I'm still working towards like what I want to do, you know.
Hmm.
But I feel like to some degree, like if I would be almost intimidated if like a CEO were interested in me or something like that. I would
You'd be
think
like,
why, and I would also be very cautious because like relationships where people hold power over you because they make more money than you is a very real thing.
yeah, and
You
they'll
said you
You
had
chew
a
know?
good
you up.
heart.
They'll
You said you
chew
had a
you
good
up and
heart, though.
spit you out, dude.
Yeah, but we said
Nah.
the dudes.
Like we said, like they're saying that they have a good heart, everything.
But how do I know that?
That's what we
No,
said.
but that's
This is
why
the
we're giving you
hypothetical.
this. It's a hypothetical.
I don't know. I feel like I would bring the CEO home just to like make my parents happy, but like
Damn, so you
Okay.
juggling?
Okay.
Okay.
Nah,
I
like I
see.
get that answer, but I just want to know like who
Hi,
would
you
you
guys.
just
This is my
prefer straight
boyfriend. He
up?
works at the gas station down the street.
Because
You
earlier,
usually don't
Sarah,
tell people.
you were saying that you would pick the CEO because I guess there was more long term something.
what?
But she said she picked the engineer first.
Yeah, I would pick the engineer because I find people who are able to like or who specialize in like a specific field, especially something that is considered useful,
No,
like a
but
mechanic or something like
the
that,
thing is that we switched
or a
this
doctor.
engineer and the CEO. They're like the okay, so because the scenarios that we gave you are basically the same, but Olin said CEO instead of engineer. But
Mm.
that's what I was asking because it will still be the same. That it would be a dude that works at the gas station, makes like 40K, who knows how, and I'm pretty sure you can, depending on what you're doing. And
Mm.
a dude that is a software engineering, and they're both basically the same facial features, both attractive, both have good hearts, good genes, whatever, etc, etc. Who would you pick?
It depends. If the gas station person is like is like just satisfied staying like working at a gas station and like never moving up the chain, then of course I'm gonna go for the CEO. But that goes into like my personal attraction to people who have ambition, people who are like working towards like bettering both themselves and like a potential family. Because me personally, I want a family.
Sir, now I have another question for you. What is important in a relationship? Okay, so there's like finance,
No, this should be a
sex,
question for everybody. But
love.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
like
just Sarah.
what? Yeah, to everyone. Like, what is like all of this shit? Like, what's your highest regard in all of these? Like, love, sex, finances, like those three, right?
I
What do
just
you put over?
the thing is, my dad kind of raised me to value like finances a lot. Like every boyfriend that I've had that I've brought home, he does talk about money. He's like, well, what does he plan on what does he plan on doing? When I dated like someone who wanted to be a music teacher, he's like, well, you know, they don't make very much money. Will he be able to take care of you? Can he really say he loves you if he can't take care of you financially? And I don't agree with that. Like,
Mm,
I don't agree that like because then if you love someone based on whether or not they can like uh, provide for you financially, then by that logic I should be like married to every sugar daddy that like comes my way. And I don't think that's love. But to me, what I value most is like someone who's really into me and someone that I'm really into, someone that I can trust. Because oh my god, I don't know what is in the air, but like there's so many people I know that have been cheating on their significant others, or like a lot of my friends have been cheated on recently. And it's just no amount of money to me is like worth going through that. So for me personally, like the actual love aspect has to be there. Like I want to have kids and I want my kids to see how much their parents love each other, and I want my kids to grow up in a house that's full of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with
That's
me,
interesting.
it's like love, sex, and finances. I'm gonna keep it a being with you, cause like we could be the brokest niggas in the world,
Mm.
but have some bomb sex and be like the most lovey-dovey couple, and I'll be happy, you know?
Oh
Yeah.
my
Because
god.
Wait,
money isn't everything.
I have a question
Yeah.
about that
No,
for
that's what
you,
I was
Olin.
gonna say.
I have a question for that for you, Olin. You
What?
said that would that be for both of y'all, or
That
would
shit-
that just be for you? That aspect of it didn't matter if we're both broke, as long as we loved each other,
Yeah, like
it would be straight.
as long as we love each other, because love can carry you, my nigga. You know,
Yeah.
love can carry you. It
Yeah,
can
that,
make you feel like the
is he able to-
richest guy. Honestly,
Yeah, but that's the thing though. It's that may be for you, but you also have
yeah,
to,
that's what I'm saying for me.
yeah, for you. But how I see it is that I understand. This is something to say about Sarah's dad. I understand where Sarah's dad is
Yeah.
coming from when he says that shit. I don't think he meant it to say that money is the most important thing, but I guess he just wanted to make sure that if you're gonna possibly be with someone long term, that there's a possibility there won't be any downs. And then I guess
Yeah,
you're
Oh.
just looking for the best regard for you.
No, the way he talks about it most definitely sounds like money is the most important thing. Like, he does do that a lot.
I guess, but I don't know, because
That
that's how
it's
I see
my
it.
dad,
Yeah, I know, I
Ganya.
know. I
Like,
know
I
you're a
know what
dad,
he's
but I'm just talking
saying.
about how I would see it as like maybe a father. If I were to tell my daughter that, that's how I would see it. That I wouldn't want you to date someone that wouldn't possibly have the best future. If you love them, I guess do what you want, but I would just advise her, don't do that
Wait,
because you
okay,
might end up with a situation where it's fucking shit and you
Mm-hmm.
might regret it, and I hope she doesn't regret it type shit.
I have a question. What, like,
Mm-hmm.
in quote unquote, like best future, like, is that her best future, or is it like your future for her? Like, what? Because it's like,
Yeah, it would
what
be.
if she feels like she's
The thing is, you
happy?
gotta
She's
understand,
like, this
Eddie.
man makes her happy,
Yeah, I
right?
understand that, and I said if you want to, because the thing is, I'm not gonna tell someone don't love someone, but I would advise them pick the right, pick the best decision for yourself at the end of the day, because it would be the best. Because at the end, if you're a parent, you want the best future for your kids, hands down. There's no like you can't just say that, oh, that the parents' ideal thing for their kid isn't important, because at the end of the day it is, because you raised your child. And yes, you have to throw your child out there, let them go to the wilderness and do all that bullshit, but at the same time you want to see your child in the fucking dirt, like just like doing fucking nothing, and they end up in a shit situation. So you would advise them to pick the best options for yourself that you could possibly be happy with. And sometimes you have to like maybe do shit that you don't want to do to make sure that you're later that you have to do shit that you want to do to make sure that you're comfortable in life type shit.
Mm.
Mm.
Because
But not
because
happy.
I get love is an important thing, but I wouldn't put love as 100% thing of me picking someone personally, or to be like, oh yeah, I love this person, I'm gonna do all this for them, because I already tried to do that shit, and that was like my first quote unquote relationship, and that shit felt like trash afterwards. And I'm
Wait, but
like,
how old
yo,
were you when that happened?
nigga, I was like, this was like fucking
12.
junior year, bro. This was like last year.
Yeah, but isn't that like that's what we're talking about, like
Yeah.
teenager versus being an adult? It's like a completely different
yeah,
world,
you
right?
don't
What do
Because
you
you
mean
you don't
can't
teenager,
have an
try,
dude?
adult
No, because
relationship.
so the thing is,
but it's different. People don't
nah,
have the same mindset when they're a teenager when they're an adult. So they take relationships completely differently when they become
no.
an
The only
adult.
reason why I was able to have this mindset now is because of the experience I went through as a quote unquote teenager. Because I was like 18,
Quote
19 at
unquote.
that time.
You said junior year.
Yeah, not high school. I'm not talking about high school. It's about college.
You were 18, 19 in junior year of college?
Yeah,
No.
I wasn't
No.
20.
Damn.
I wasn't
Dude.
20 yet.
Man's more advanced. That's fucking oh my god.
Wait,
I was
Because
what? You
advanced.
graduated the
Wait,
same
no.
year we did,
Me,
right?
me.
I'm talking about junior year of college. I was 18 or 19.
Junior year of college? Really?
Yeah, I
I
was
was
18 or
in
Junior?
high
Wait.
19.
school.
I
When
got
did
my
you
I got
graduate
my
high school?
college degree in 19. What do you mean?
What year did you graduate high school, Gunny?
What are you talking about? I said of college. I'm not saying high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how old were
I
you when you
wasn't
graduated
20.
high
I wasn't
school?
20 when I was in fucking, or was I? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I was like, dude, Because okay, I got into college 17, 18. Then it was 19. Yeah, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Because right now I was just 21 like last week, and I'm 22 now. So yeah, junior year I was
birthday?
like 19, 20.
Wait,
Yeah.
why you guys say that's weird? I got my college degree when I was 19.
Okay, but like
Yeah,
God,
but
you
that doesn't.
graduated the
Yeah.
That
same
doesn't.
year as us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
same.
difference.
We graduated in 2017, didn't we?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know
Yeah.
why we're talking
God
about this like
uses
this
the
is
years.
important, but
No, because I
The
mean, because I'm trying to
mathing out.
yeah, I'm trying to distinguish your teenage years and your adult years because
It's not
even still,
distinguished.
18, 19, your mindset is still different when you're 22,
but
23,
the thing is,
24.
but you have to understand that the only reason why my mindset is different is because the experiences I go through.
Well,
It's not
yeah,
just because
but
I
That's how
aged.
everyone is.
yeah,
I
no, but
know
that's
that's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying.
But
So
you
that's
can't
what I'm trying to
judge
tell.
relationships as a whole based off of your relationship that you had when you were a teenager, is what I'm saying.
In
Because
college,
your worldview was different as a teenager, and people handle relationships differently, or they should when they become adults. Not everybody though, right? But most people usually take relationships completely different once they become adults. That's why I'm saying that. That's why Olin even
yeah,
asked
but
earlier, have
that's
you been in
usually
an
through
adult
experience. Yeah,
relationship?
but I
Because it's
know I understand
different
what
than
you're
a
saying, but
teenager
that's usually through
relationship.
experience though. That people are able to take that shit into that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Like
have you experienced an adult relationship?
not understanding relationships, you're 20. Oh, I have a different perspective. You don't get that perspective unless you experience certain things or learn things from others to help you have these mindsets. So I could be fucking 16, went through a whole bunch of relationships, and then come to a certain point to where like I understand that relationships can be trash at 16. It does to me. Age doesn't really matter too much as like overall value of how you understand the world. Your experiences do is what I believe
Wait, hold on.
matters more.
Another question is it a fact that like relationships are trash? Like we all just like agree relationships are trash? Like,
I
or is
wouldn't
that
like
like
No.
people try. No.
is that just
No,
something that like is this is like a joke? Because Ganyu said is like you can be 16, go through a bunch of relationships, and still like come to like conclusion. Like it's a conclusion that everybody comes to the conclusion that relationships are trash.
no, I
But I
wasn't
don't
saying
think
that.
everybody
That
would
was
share the same
I
sentiment
wasn't.
I
that
I
don't
was
think that
giving
was
relationships.
an
done in
example. I was
100%.
giving an example. I wasn't giving like
Oh,
oh
oh, okay. I thought you were saying like
this is
I thought you
this.
were
I'm
saying it
saying
I
like
agree with that though.
hypothetically, someone could go through all this shit and be like,
I
oh,
mean
it's trash. They could be like, oh, it's good, but that's their own experience.
I'm actually curious what like people who haven't been in relationships at all think.
Yeah, Eddie.
I
about
don't
like
mean that.
what?
I don't mean that in like a like an accusatory way, but I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah,
Like think
Eddie.
about specifically what though? I don't know why you're saying
Did
oh,
you?
yeah Eddie only too, bro. I'm not the
Hold on,
only
hold on.
person who has. Oh
Time
yeah,
out.
maybe I am
Legendary.
though. I
Yeah,
guess.
Sir,
Eddie.
what did you ask
I
Eddie?
don't know. I don't even.
Like,
She didn't. She just said, "What do I think?" But I don't know what the question was.
but
That's what
specific, like what are your thoughts on like relationships? I suppose like in general, since you mentioned like what Ganyu
Oh,
brought up as an example.
I mean, me personally, as an out, like I've never been in a relationship, right? And as an outsider, I guess, I like, I guess I can kind of see them as
I'm
scary.
outsider.
I always hear a lot of like, I guess, relationship horror stories. Just like a lot of bad things going wrong in people's relationships.
Yeah.
And I always think about it, and I'm like, if I really bring somebody into my life right now, like, could I like 100% like supply for them and like make them happy all the time and keep me happy all the time? And I think about like how much like more mental stress that would put on somebody because I feel like you're not have to worry about another person, but I feel like if you're in a good place mentally, that's not going to be like an issue for you. But if you're not, then bringing another person into your already, confusing and fucked up life is just gonna make it worse.
So what
I
about
feel
like you personally?
me personally, that's
You
what I
feel
feel like. Like
right,
I feel like my
you feel
life isn't
right
in a
now?
yeah, right now my life isn't in a position where I can bring another person, a partner in and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be stable. Because I feel like I'm just gonna like end up bringing them down like all of my problems that I need to figure out first. Like,
I respect that.
you
So
know,
about like when, or is that or do you think like it's just something that you'll know like when it gets there? Like, do you have like a time frame about like when you think things
It's
would
not
get?
really a time frame. I wouldn't say it's not. It's like I would say I have to know. Like I would just be like, I'm not. I feel like I'm ready. You know, like I feel like I'm in a good place,
Yeah.
like mentally, physically, and everything, like to actively seek a relationship and like and like be ready for like any type of like I guess like fallback if anything happens. Like let's say like I'm looking for a relationship with a girl or something, and then we get really deep, and then she decides to break it off. Like I don't want to be in a position where like if she breaks it off, she was like everything to me, and I lose everything, and my life is in shatters because she left. Like I don't want it to be like I'm dependent on them. I want it to be like that's pretty much just how it is.
I'm
Hey
sure of
Siri, set
you.
a reminder to check in on Eddie's relationship status in a year.
Hey Siri, set a reminder for death.
That's cringe.
Hold on.
Yo, Neri, do you got anything to say about that?
Not really.
Yeah, Neri's well versed in the art of women.
Yeah, he fucks 30 bitches a day.
Yeah, like hello. He got 2 girlfriends who all smoke weed, dude.
Okay.
Had 5 girls at his house yesterday, man.
True.
Okay.
Those with them?
I do want to.
Okay.
I do want to make a point on what Eddie said earlier, though. When you mentioned trying to like keep your partner happy and stuff, I don't know if like you truly agree with that mentality, but I just wanted to make a point of if you're in a relationship, never think that like your goal is to like make that person happy. You guys should like always try to be happy together because you can't make anyone happy, bro. I mean, you can make people happy, but
What?
like
Can't make everybody happy.
no, it's like you can make people happy, but you can't sustain that happiness. I
True.
genuinely think that's impossible.
That is why love is not
What?
I mean,
unconditional.
I didn't want to. I didn't say it in the sense that like my only goal is to make them happy and disregarding my own happiness.
No,
Like
no, no.
that's why I said it like in the sense of like I need to make sure I'm in a good place first because it's like if I'm doing what I can to I'm gonna do what I can to make them happy. That's why I said even if they feel like they're not happy and they like fall out of the relationship and they break up with me, like I said, I'm gonna still be in a good place myself mentally before going into all that, so that when I get out of that, like hopefully when I'm when I get out of the relationship, I'm not a emotional wreck and fucking losing everything in life. You know what I mean? Like I still want to be happy, like while also trying to make them happy. And if they're not happy, I still want to be happy when they like if they're gone.
I mean, it's a process because
Yeah.
like when somebody leaves you or like you leave a relationship or something like that, it's still gonna be pain. It's
I
not
mean,
gonna
yeah,
be,
of course, you're gonna go through the
my
grieving
life.
process.
Like
You
the
you gotta go through the
process.
grieving process. I'm gonna be like, damn, bro, that was my queen type shit, and then she
Nope.
left me. I'm gonna be crying, bro. I'm gonna be crying. I'm
Nah, bro.
gonna be that
Yeah,
up.
tears
No
every
cap,
night.
bro.
You know, people
No
that
cap.
you invest
I'm gonna be
yourself
crying.
into, and then
But then
lose you.
I gotta move on, and I gotta like keep the strength up. It's like
Shit, I'm not gonna lie to
I,
you. I'm not finna. Shit,
Nothing or what.
I ain't trying crying for no girl, bro.
That's
I mean,
You
no.
say
so
that.
speaking
I'm
of
gonna
the
You say
cry
first
for a
that.
episode of the
bitch, bro.
Reserve
No,
Force
I'm gonna cry for a
podcast.
woman, bro. I mean, I said
I'm
bitch.
not.
I'm gonna cry for
I'm
a
not
woman,
like
dog.
if a girl leaves me, I'm not crying for.
You
Because the thing is,
capping your honor,
You
bro.
can
I'm so
you say
serious.
that now, bro, but like trust
No,
me,
the
bro.
thing is, I'm saying that now because I've gone through it. That's why I'm not. No, I'm not doing
Nigga,
that
it'll
shit
happen.
again.
It
Yeah,
can and
it'll
will
happen
It's
definitely
again,
not.
happen
bro.
It'll
again, bro.
happen. No,
Bro,
it'll happen.
That's the
that's
number one
what
thing
it
about
means
relationships
to.
that I've learned from people who have been in relationships is that every time you say like, "Oh, I'll never cry if a girl leaves me," every time you say that shit, everyone always says, "Bro, you will cry, nigga."
No,
Like
I'm
Oh
so
yeah.
serious, bro.
you
Gone.
will
When
cry.
you love someone so much that you love them more than yourself, and they leave and it's over, you're
See, the
gonna
thing is,
break
I
down and
wouldn't
cry,
put
bro.
myself in that position to where I would be like, yes, I
You don't
love
know
that
that yet,
person
though.
way more
You don't
than
know that
Wait,
myself.
yet.
hold on, Gani.
Because
That the relationship that you're quoting, how long did that last?
it wasn't, dude. It was like maybe like a month.
That's
That's
crazy.
why.
Oh my
That's
god.
crazy.
That's exactly why
Not
you
3.
didn't cry. You didn't have that established
No, no, no,
relationship with
no,
that
no,
person.
no. The thing is,
Like
like okay, like the thing is,
you didn't really commit
I was
anything.
talking, no, hold on, I was talking to the girl for the fucking longest, like maybe like months. Like we were like, and then we didn't start doing getting like quote unquote boyfriend girlfriend shit until like uh a month in, and it didn't even last that long. And then it was just
But
like
you haven't been in a long relationship,
I
like a
haven't been
fucking
haven't been a
year
long
or
tier.
2 years, stuff like that. That shit hurts.
Yeah, I know that shit would possibly hurt, but
That's what
All
I'm
your
at the
time
same
saying.
time,
invested
I
in
wouldn't
someone
try
that
to
you
put
think will
myself in that
It
have.
position, man.
will.
Said
You
I
will
can't say
possibly.
cry. You will
possibly,
break
bro.
down.
If you're in a
Nah,
relationship with
I
someone,
get what you guys are saying, but I would try to take precaution how I think about that shit.
Like I'm
So
a
you
grown
telling
man,
me
bro, and I
throughout the
cry like a
whole
bitch when I get
relationship
broken
you're
up
just
with.
gonna be on edge? Like you're just
yeah,
gonna be like,
like
I ain't
Whole
gonna
life,
catch
I'm
feelings
cautious my
regardless.
whole life. Nothing can escape
like
me.
I understand you, bro, completely. You don't want to like let down those barriers. You don't want to ever feel that pain again, bro. But at the same time, like as
No,
someone
it's
who
not that I can't let down barriers. It's not even that I won't feel pain. It's just that I don't want to get stuck on that. Is what I'm trying to say.
Until you've
Like,
been in a situation where you date someone for more than like months, I don't think you can fully say you wouldn't cry.
yeah,
yeah,
Because that
maybe.
shit's
absolutely.
Yeah,
crazy.
I guess I agree with that, but I'm just saying that I would try.
Guesses.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I
But
don't
yeah.
think
that's
That's all I can
anyone
do
also
is guess.
enjoys
That's all I
crying
can do is
once a
guess.
like long relationship is over.
I also want to say that's kind of unhealthy though, bro, because it's like when you like, bro, like, let's say not even like a full year or anything. Let's say 6 months, bro. Like y'all fucking like tied at the hips kind of thing, bro. Like y'all together, y'all fucking have a great ass relationship, and everything just falls through out of nowhere. That shit's gonna be heavy on you, bro. And like if you like if it doesn't get you to a point of crying, then like it's fine. Not everything's gonna make you cry, but don't don't keep a mentality where it's like, nah, fuck that, bro. I'm not gonna cry no matter what.
That means like basically you're never gonna open up yourself to be vulnerable with your partner. And I think that's
That's
very
what I was
like
trying to say.
toxic.
I don't think I wouldn't be able to be vulnerable with my partner. That's not what I'm
Are
trying
you
to
able
say.
to be vulnerable with your friends in some contexts or some way?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a part of, I guess, getting to know
Cry in front of
yourself.
us right now, Ganyu.
Where the fucking tears? I have my jar. Come on. Like,
No, I don't know. Just, to me, how I see it
how
is
tough
just
do you
that
have to be? Like,
I
to a
don't. I
point where you
guess
don't
I'll just
even
have to
enjoy the
be. I
love
guess the only
things.
way I would it just have to be really fucked because I feel like I went through a lot of shit. Not even just relationships,
That
like just in
that
life
month
in
got
general.
you. Damn.
Like where just like I've just so much down. It's just like honestly, how I see is that, bro. Even if I keep on going down, all I know is there's always a up. So I don't think me personally, I would be stuck on that for too long. I just be like, it is what it is. Like I'm gonna be hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Most definitely know I would be hurt, but I wouldn't let that shit just be like, damn, fuck, all
I'm keeping a beam with you, Ganyu.
like
I'm
super hard.
still sad and stuff over like some of the girls I've dated, bro.
That's a
I'm
Yeah,
not
fact.
gonna hold you.
That's a
Like
fact.
I'd be
He's
sad
not
as
gonna
fuck
hold
at
you,
night,
man.
bro. I'd be like on the verge of tears, like, damn, I really miss this person and shit. We had something real special. But then again, I realized I'm a goofy ass fuck and I did some fuck shit. I'm
He's in a
dumb.
silly, goofy mood. Like,
I was in a goofy mood. I ain't cheated or nothing like that. I'm just dumb. There's times where I'll just stay in bed, won't do shit, don't get up, won't go out and get that bread, bro. Like those
Listen to
times I just
Marvin's
break
Room.
down. Shut up.
um,
Cups of the rose.
Chanel by Frank Ocean be hitting. I feel you.
Bitches in my whole phone.
There's times where I just like sit back and don't do anything, and that gives people a
and
reason to
that's
break up with me,
where
which I
the
understand. Like there will be weeks where I just have like a depressive episode and don't do shit.
the
I
one that
mean,
I
that's
told you
also
that
the what
I
Ron
was
touched on
happy with,
earlier
like
when he was
that.
talking about you can't make your partner happy. Like a lot of people go in relationships with somebody who is going through depression. They're like, oh, we're dating. I'm the best thing in their life. Like they should cheer up for me. Like that's even if
That
they don't
gets
say that out loud, it's
uncomfortable.
like an
I
unspoken
wish
thing, and
somebody would say
that's very
some
toxic.
fuck shit
That
like
some
that to me,
Yeah,
it's
bro.
like
that's
it's like
I'm
they're
gonna
not
crazy.
hit
they
you with a
won't say it vocally,
backhand.
but it
Fuck
definitely
out
will
of
be
here.
insinuated, and it's like at what point do you?
And I was
Like,
Wait,
drinking
what?
so
Like
much.
if you're feeling down, bro, no one's gonna make you happy, bro. The only way you feel better is when you get yourself out of that fucking mentality, bro.
And I
like
call her
Sarah, remember when I was with Olivia, right?
Okay, hold on.
and say,
You mean
fuck
Uh,
oh?
that
wait.
nigga at you.
Olin,
What up,
you can
bro?
keep talking. I should go and go.
So remember when I was with Olivia, right? I was in Texas and stuff, right?
Yeah.
All my
So
exes.
okay, so I was
Fucking
with
Georgia
her, like
Strait.
I was staying with her stuff like about a good like 4 or 5 months. You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
So that whole time, right? Well, not the whole time. Olivia, she was like 26, had her own job, everything. She had her own apartment, and I'm staying with her. I was very depressed as fuck like I want to say the last month, right? Before I went home. And it was like, like end of 2019. I'm like dumb depressed. I can't do shit. Cause like at this time, I have my degree with me, I have my fucking culinary degree and shit. Like I just got out of like culinary school. I'm so depressed because I can't find a job really. I couldn't find nowhere to really work at. So I just stayed in bed for like 2-3 weeks. I would walk the dog, make sure the house is like sure and everything like that. Great.
Right.
The reason why she broke up with me was 2 reasons. She wanted to have a kid, and I was too depressed. Like I was way too depressed to do anything.
Yikes.
I come to understand why she broke up with me, but it still hurts me. You know?
I can understand her point, but this is where like for me like love comes into play, because it's like if you're with someone and like you are in like, because for me it's like obviously you can't jump into a relationship and just be 100% down for whomever you're with, but it's like there's just certain points where it's just you're with this person, if you genuinely care about them, is like, and they're going through it, like
we were tied to the hip though, we were going out like seeing our moms, going like family stuff like that. Like we were going out.
Yeah, it's like I can't. Me personally, I just can't understand her reasoning. It's like at the end of the day, like you love someone enough to like introduce them to your family. You're doing family outings, both sides.
We're doing
like,
family stuff, doing family outings. I'm spending time with them on Christmas type shit. Go across Texas to go to their family's like place for Christmas, all that shit.
Yeah, like you guys
we do all that stuff together.
You guys are really mingling on like fucking like having a really like it's that to me that sounds like a really good relationship.
It was.
But because of the fact that you mentioned she wanted a kid, right? Not that she had a kid.
No, she wanted a kid.
Okay, so she wanted a child, but at the time, like,
I'm young, first of all, but also, Ron, like, you don't understand how the Shmeat work. The Shmeat
oh my fucking god.
Nah, I do understand how the Shmeat work. I got my own. I know.
My Shmeat kind of broken down there, bro.
You said broken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the Shmeat kind of broken.
But
this thing ain't shooting that great.
But it's like at the same time.
Yikes.
Not shooting. No.
Based on what he's saying, I completely understand that, like even more now, bro. Because like you had to like reiterate for me to like remember it. It's like for me, it's like your partner is down. Like it's not your fault, and for you, it's really hard for him to fucking. I mean, yeah, for like her, it's hard for her to like pick you up right now because it's like everything involving your sadness and depression right now is like for you to progress on in life. Someone who's a ride or die would stick through you while you're down and be there for you while you're up, kind of shit. Yeah. It's like there's no justification, at least in my eyes, to just be like, well, he's sad, he can't give me what I want right now, so I'm gonna just
he's sad, gotta go.
No, see, right.
So
that's like I said, like
I have something to say about that.
Like that's not okay, bro. Like I want to give you a hug right now, bro, because like this is
the braziest part, bro. Because like, okay, so my plan was right. Okay, my mom's birthday is like the beginning of January, right?
Yeah.
And my mom got really sick in December, so I was gonna go home for like a week or two, go back to NC, and go visit my mom's. I care about my mom's a lot.
Yeah.
So, and then I was gonna come back to Texas. I've told everybody that I was like, I'm gonna come back to Texas. We can always go hang out and shit. I get texted a few days after I'm back home with a big ass paragraph of like, her breaking up with me and shit. I was down. I was depressed, and then I got sick because I got like COVID and shit at that time. So I stayed in bed, just rolling on that shit. It's insane to me.
That's not okay.
Wait, so why did she? You know why she left you?
I had basically told you, bro. I just told you.
Because you were like down, depressed.
I was depressed. Don't want to have a kid and shit. Like shit like that. Like she legit said like, you're too depressed for me to like be with you.
Damn.
at the same
Like
time,
that shit's crazy.
And if it works, then like
I can understand that, but at the same time, it's like if you love someone, it's like you gotta sometimes like
you got.
when you
Yeah,
love
see,
someone, you gotta put your own hubris aside sometimes for them, because it's not only you; it's a relationship. You're a part of their lives, and they're a part of yours. Sometimes
yeah,
your shit, like your shit, will fucking get to you. It'll like your mind, your mentality, it'll get to you. It'll be like, what the fuck is going on? This, that, and the third. But then, like you mentioned, bro, your mom was sick. You went out to do this. You're fucking you're trying to progress onwards in life, and shit ain't working out for you, bro. Like you're depressed about it, but you're still fucking trying to move onwards. How like it's just like her just being like, you know what, this man's sad, I'm leaving. Like that's just kicking you like while you're down, kind of shit. And I'm sorry to like continuously reiterate this, cause I know you, like you mentioned, it is something that like you still go back to and like get sad about sometimes. But it's like, bro, don't like to me right now. The way I see it is like, don't even worry about that shit, bro. Cause at the end of
That
the
shit
day,
hurt because like I left stuff there. I still have stuff there.
yeah,
Like I had like a lot of figures and stuff that I bought while I was there. I
Not
I'm
the
like
Figmas.
I had like clothing there and shit like that because I had the plan of coming back. So I left a lot of stuff there. I
Yeah.
don't see on that shit no more. That shit's gone. I have albums there. Like some of my favorite albums of all time are still there. And like I don't communicate with her. I don't talk to her.
I got something to say about like all that stuff. Like that's just like something that that's just comes down to like love is conditional
yeah.
because I wouldn't say there's anything such thing as true love. There's always gonna be some shit.
It
I
only comes from
know.
your parents, bro. It only comes
Yeah,
from your
that's
parents.
the only unconditional love there is from your parents. Because
Really?
Really?
I don't believe in true love.
Yeah.
yeah,
I personally don't believe in
Yeah.
I
true love,
personally,
bro.
I'm talking about like not everyone's gonna get unconditional love from your parents, but like actual where you can actually find unconditional love. The best source to find that at is I believe is from your parents.
That's a fact.
There we go. That's worded
Straight up.
better. Sheesh.
Because like at the end of the day, a lot of people have like that be doing all this dumb shit on the streets. They mom still be loving them.
Incredible.
It's me. I'll be on the street doing no shit. I'll be out
And
there.
like that's
My mom
what
still
it
loves
is.
me.
Like trying to find love
Kidding.
from
I'm
someone
not.
else is a hard fucking
Miserable.
thing, bro. Because
Yeah.
like you don't know what tiny shit you do that be like, oh yeah, I don't fuck with this person no more, and it's just like, damn, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like you guys don't see like my true personality. To be fair, like, I'm a bit of an asshole on like online shit.
Oh no,
But in a
we
relation, what
Nah,
up?
sorry, go on.
nothing.
Like I'm an asshole, like online personality. That's my online personality. I'm a fucking huge asshole. You guys know that shit, right? I'm a dick.
Okay.
I just see it as
In
your online
person,
persona,
I'm a
bro.
fucking sweetheart. I'm pretty sweet in person. No homo. Full homo. What's good? Ugh.
Backtrack.
Like I'm a sweetheart, Like I'm out here. I like to be a little spoon. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Hold me. I'm all sensitive and shit. I'm feeling very submissive
You're
today.
sensitive?
I'm a
You?
very sensitive person. Yeah.
Wait, okay, I
Like,
have a question. Since we're still talking about love and shit, what about like attraction? Like, what are like
In
three
what
things?
sense?
Like, what are
Yeah,
three
like
things you would
sexual
like
attraction.
automatically just like you don't know shit about any? Well, actually, no. Let's say you do know, you get to know them and all this shit. What are three things you would find attractive from someone? What are three things you would find unattractive? That's three turnoffs, basically.
Oh, let's go down the list. Actually, I want to hear what everyone thinks.
That
or
means you
hit
have
him
to
with the
start
rope.
first.
Wait, who started?
Actually, no, Eddie, you could start and then we go up.
Oh damn! Wait, what the fuck? Damn, you just threw that on me. I was supposed to go last.
Throw it on him.
Shit. Turn off. Fuck, that's weird, bro. I mean, I've never been in a relationship, so it's like,
Attractive.
I mean,
And
just
I mean,
think,
that's not
bro.
even something that you have to be in a relationship in. It's just
I
something
know,
that
but like, I've
Your
never
past
had to like.
experiences.
Mm,
What do
No,
you
it doesn't.
find attractive?
No,
I
what are
mean,
your
I mean,
preferences, bro? That's your accent.
A
Like your
woman with a penis.
no.
Guys,
Why?
Sarah.
nigga said.
relax.
Okay. I mean, number one thing I find attractive is if you can handle like crude humor. I feel like if you can like
Hey.
take a pretty crude joke
Oh shit.
really well and then not like flip out too hard about it.
Oh,
100%.
yes.
I don't. I like people who can handle like any type of humor. Also, if like you have a lot of patience, I also value a lot of people who have
Wink, wink.
patience when it comes to dealing with other people. You say wink, wink. You talking about yourself, Garni?
No.
I'm trying to get fucked, bro.
Okay, but yeah, like I value people. Like if you like when it comes to dealing with anything, like even people waiting in line or anything, like when they're talking, like because at least with like some people in my family, I feel like they have very little patience when it comes to talking to other people. Like they'll probably have patience when it comes to like waiting in like a line or something, or waiting their turn. But when they're talking to people, like if somebody's like, I guess not giving them they're not hearing what they want to hear, they're gonna lose their patience very quick and get angry.
Mm.
And I feel like if you have a very quick very quick temper, that's a turn off. Like very like you get mad very fucking easily, and it's hard to like reason or talk to you when you get to that state. That's a turn off.
I see.
Anything
That's
else, or
very
are you
valuable.
good?
I don't think of other things. I guess being really, really overbearing, but I guess everybody kind of values personal space, so it's like to some extent.
What if she's like, Eddie, let's go on a date every day?
It depends. If I really like being around her, I will say yes. Like, or if like there are some days where I just like, okay, let me I kind of like need like my time alone. I probably won't, but like I guess it just depends on the person when it comes to that.
You don't
Really?
spend every waking moment with me? Oh, you hate me.
Really? It depends on the
Shit, like
person.
I mean, bro,
I mean,
like
that's
depends on the person I'm dating.
so, well,
Like
I
if I
know,
love
bro.
the girl
I
that
guess the
much, and
question is niggas'
she says,
preference,
"Oh, I'm
though.
gonna go to date. Oh, we're gonna date every day." I'm gonna be like, "Bro, hell yeah, come over every day. Let's date every day, bro. Like I love being around you. Like you're fucking
You
amazing,
try to go outside every fucking day. Ain't no chill.
bro."
You
If it's with a
like
girl, if it's with a girl I fucking love, hell yeah, I will.
Okay, I suppose so. Let's keep it
Wait,
pushing.
what's outside?
Like what is outside, or like what is outside?
No,
Corona.
yeah, what's outside, bro? I don't know what that is anymore.
Honestly, that's true, but that's not important.
True.
So Eddie, you're done?
I mean, I couldn't think of three. I guess I gave two
Of each.
things I didn't like and one thing I did like. I don't know. I guess you got. I don't know. I can't think of all this stuff off the top of my head.
You don't have to force yourself. Nary, you're next.
Huh? I thought it was
Okay.
top or bottom. Bottom top.
I mean,
Bottom to top.
Yeah, isn't Sarah next?
No, you're fucking dumbass.
it might be laid out differently for everyone too. 'Ause
Oh,
we all
okay.
joined at
Oh,
different
it
Everybody's
is.
times.
different. Yes, it is for
Alright,
everybody.
so
It's
we're going through
different.
my shit.
Sorry, you're not a dumbass. Okay. Stupid ass.
John.
Aw. Don't retract your
all
statement.
right, so
I'm
three
not.
things I find, three things I don't find attractive, and three things I do.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Honestly, one of the biggest things I find attractive is just not necessarily wanting to spend time with me, but always wanting to talk with me. You know, like because understandably, it's very unlikely that we're always free because jobs or school or whatever. That we'll always be able to spend physical time together. But if you're always like taking the effort to like talk to me, like, when you're on your break or
FaceTime?
little shit like that, I will always appreciate that a lot. To me, I find that very like attractive. Uh, I guess. Hmm.
Being a
Honestly,
bad asshole.
what's up? Go ahead, man.
Oh, I was gonna say like, if like, I feel like if you always say I love you, I feel like that's another thing. If you say I love you a lot, I like I like that shit. Honestly, like if you always reassure and
Wow.
like
So would you
repeat
like
it
it?
to me a lot, I honestly am
Would
for
you
that shit a
like it
lot.
if you just met this girl?
No. Like if we've been like
Yeah.
together, like okay, obviously. Wait, no.
Yo!
Wait. Actually. Actually, that
Oh.
also depends. Because if I
I know
hit it
that.
off with this person like super well, bro, and
Nah, I'm
like
sorry.
No,
we like
first date-
synergize.
First date type.
Oh my
shit?
god. Wait, you're nice. I love you, dude. Oh shit. We're married.
Damn, bitch, you my wife.
We're
Let's
married,
You're
go.
my
relax.
wife,
And then
bro.
like we've been dating for a while, and then
Wife. You're my wife.
like we start getting like really intimate. I like partners who just always like, I guess, to reassure the love. I don't know. I just like hearing I love you a lot.
What the fuck? Every time I tell you I
Bro,
love you, you
serious,
hardly
this is not
even-
about you.
I
Neri,
be
you're
telling him
next.
that shit too. You don't be saying
Bro.
shit. All right,
too,
y'all.
John.
Good night. Me?
Y'all niggas don't know how it feels on the inside though.
I do.
I-
Hello. As a person who says it, I can take it. You stupid. All right. Would you?
I'll be hearing
would
it
you
and I'll
call
be
me?
like, damn, they really do love me, bro. I won't say nothing. But you know.
What the fuck?
I won't
Honestly,
say nothing.
No, you won't say
Hey,
nothing
yo,
back.
Eddie, up top.
That's gross.
Hey yo, up
No.
top.
Up top?
Yo, look at
I'm sorry. No, that you're in the wrong order. They're actually top to bottom. Thank you. Let's get it right.
Okay, so Neri, Neri, continue your
Sorry,
shit.
my bad, sorry.
My fucking
Okay.
god.
Oh, something else that I find extremely attractive is like, I really like when a woman like challenges me, like
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I actually I,
But then
I,
you
I,
can't shit and come at the same time.
yikes.
All right, bitch.
How
okay.
far? Yeah. How far can you spit? Yeah.
No, it's like you know, sometimes I hear stuff about how there's guys that like are insecure about a girl being better at them, you know, at certain things. I'm just like, I think I was like, damn. Honestly, I like meeting a girl that's better at stuff than me because it makes me want to be better as well. Like,
Wish she
Nigga said I
could.
want to dominate you.
Wish she's good at like.
They're gonna be
Never
good at
mind.
some though.
Never mind.
I think everybody has their thing that they're good at.
I mean, yeah, of
Yeah.
course, but it's like I just like the idea of challenging them at what they're good at because I want to, you know.
That's true. I feel
this
that.
is
I feel that. I feel you.
I understand that completely, bro. That shit.
Because there's sometimes where people don't like you, you know, getting in their like their shit. Sometimes it's like, bro, why are you trying to do what I'm doing, dude? It's just like they're trying to one up me and type shit. You know, they try to feel like threatened that you're like.
No, dude, I want me and the person I'm with to like constantly be trying to one up each other. That shit is
Yeah, that's
that shit is
honestly, I feel that.
fire.
I feel that.
Nigga said he wants a shonen protagonist.
Nah, like imagine you guys are playing like a fighter or some shit, and both y'all like whipping each other's ass, and like every day she's like, "Get your bitch ass on the game. We're gonna play or some shit."
No, deadass.
Bro,
There's
that'll be
literally
honest.
anime-
That
there's
just
literally
sounds like you
anime
want to
about
date
that.
Freddy.
Freddie was a chick.
What?
Whoa! No!
What?
No!
Now,
Hey, yo, hold that
Your
statement.
standards are so low.
Jesus,
Bro,
John!
yo,
John!
John.
Wait, how though?
Nigga!
No.
yo, no,
Wait, no.
I
How,
agree.
though? You agree with John? Really? I mean,
Yo, y'all niggas some
I don't-
menaces. He's gonna
y'all
see
some
this
I don't
shit
know.
one
y'all
day,
some
bro.
different
Freddie?
breeds, bro.
Freddie's cool as fuck to me. I don't know.
Freddie's
I didn't say
cool.
he wasn't
Freddie is
cool.
cool, but
Homie.
but this man is a
No, Freddie is cool as fuck. Like to me, like I mean, I think Freddie's real as fuck to me. I don't know. I don't think that nigga's weird at all. Honestly,
I don't think
like
he's weird
everybody
either.
thinks
I
he's
didn't say
weird as
that.
shit.
He's
nah,
not
nah,
weird,
I
I
feel like
fuck. I don't care what no one tells me.
he
Freddie
obviously
weird.
you
I say that
you can
because I'm
obviously
his
tell he
friend.
has like an
Weird.
I
internet
say
he has
that
like an
shit 'cause I'm his
internet
friend,
mode.
but I
He has
don't
like an
know.
internet mode and like a real mode. You can tell that nigga Freddie just
So
does like
everybody,
his shit on the internet
so basically
for
everybody
for
here has
for
alternate
fucks and laughs.
personalities.
I don't have an alternate personality. I'm just me.
I think the
No,
internet
I'm
is
just me
where
as well.
everyone's true self comes out.
Yeah, but we're straying from the topic about like you remember we asked the question
Oh yeah,
about you
so
know
Neri,
three.
sorry for interrupting you once again.
Thing is
Yeah,
that coming up with three off the top
I love
is
hearing these discussions.
Nurse, so he's okay with it.
All right, so
No, that I was like honestly, I mean, this one might be a little modern, but it's like personally, like as you guys might know, I don't like. Well, I'm not capable of holding a lot of conversation that much, mainly because I like to listen. Like I am a listener. Like I always like hearing about like other people tell me about like their day, their interests and shit. And when we hit common interest, I put in my 2 cents, shit like that. So honestly, like meeting somebody that's capable of holding like the conversation for both of us, in a sense. That shit feels kind of nice, but I know not a lot of people like that because they see it as like dry conversation or whatever.
Nah,
It's-
bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna say you're boring, but there's a lot of fucking people out there, bro. Can't hold a conversation for shit.
This is weird to me. Like, just speak. I don't get it. Just speak.
Nah, not
Oh
everyone's
yeah,
a
my
self.
bad, John.
Yeah, not
Oh,
everyone's
no,
gonna be.
Damn.
Nah, he meant
not
that
in
shit with
that
his chest.
context. Not in that
He meant that shit with,
context.
nah, John meant that whole shit with his whole chest.
Literally just
his
came for
My
all the
being.
chest,
insecure
nigga, with my
niggas.
chest.
He just said all introvert niggas. Fuck y'all. Just talk.
I'm
Yeah,
introverted too. What the fuck?
I think I'm
Yo,
introverted.
Do
I'm
you,
not
does
John,
sure.
everybody
you
think
not
I'm just?
really.
Does
John,
everybody
you
just
are
think I'm a
not
big ass
introverted.
introvert?
You are
No,
not
John, you're
I'm
not an
introverted.
introvert.
You
You're
don't know
not.
me, nigga.
Nigga, we know you.
You're
John,
not
we
an
know you.
introvert, bro. I
You
get
don't
it.
know
I
Compared
get
to
it.
everybody in this Discord,
I'm an
literally
extrovert with a low
compare
social
everybody in this
battery.
call right now. Compare everybody in this call. You're probably the most extroverted, I think, out of everybody in this
That's
call.
true. That's true.
That's a
Okay.
That
fact.
just means he's the most extroverted introvert.
Yeah,
I
I have
mean,
a battery.
maybe, but
Honestly,
out of everybody in this
I-
group of people, he
for my
is very
extrovert,
extroverted.
for my extroverted self, I'll say I'm extroverted to people that I like. If I do not like you, I'm inverted like immediately. Like
I think that's
it's
just
like,
human nature in general. Cause I ain't gonna really
Yeah.
fuck with someone if I can't talk with them.
Dude, if I'm a
Exactly.
bartender, most of the times I won't even talk to your bitch ass.
Yeah, actually,
So
that's
it's
a fact.
like,
I be,
John,
I
you,
won't even talk.
John,
I be
you
at work
can.
and they be like, hey, I be
You
like,
cannot be a bartender if you're a fucking introvert.
now you're
I
coming for
feel
my
like, yeah, I feel like you
job.
Watch
can't
me.
hold that job
Now
if you're
you're
an
coming for
introvert.
my
Though.
Nigga said,
job.
"Let me prove you wrong."
Now you're coming
Ellen.
for my
That's
job.
my dream. I want to be a bartender.
No, but
That's
John,
all
you
I've
can
been
hold the job though.
Yeah, like
I
you
can.
you cannot be a bartender if you're not a fucking like if you can't talk to
Dude,
people.
someone who came to my bar basically the other day, this is a little tangent. She was like, I'm just so like, it's so easy to open up to you. Like, let's be friends. And I was like, yeah, let's go. Because if it's physical bar, it's not virtual. What am I gonna give her a virtual drink? Like, here you go. Here's your fucking, I don't know. But like, it's like we became friends, like quick friends, and I really enjoy that. She said I'm really a safe space for her, and I really, as a bartender, that's really like something that I wanted to look forward to as bartending. And I look at bartending, I don't look at it as like, oh, I have to see people every day. I'm like, I look at it as people coming from different stages of their life, coming in and enjoying a drink. And I mean, I guess I can be extroverted, but like when it comes to the job, like I'm on the job, like I'm in the mentality for the job. So
I feel that.
So who's next?
that's the expectations that come in.
Yeah, who's next, Ganya?
Do
If
you
I don't
have
speak, I don't make money.
your shit?
Me?
Ron, you want to go, bro?
Ron can go. Yeah. Where's Simo Freddy? Hold up. Let me
I'm
look
gonna hear
some.
what Ron has to say about this
Yo,
stuff.
Ron, where you at?
Wait, is my turn or the fucking?
No, it's
John?
your turn.
Oh,
Go,
my
bro.
fault, my fault,
Just
my
go.
fault. So 3 things that turn me on, 3 things that turn me off. One thing
3?
that
Oh
turns
shit.
one thing that turns me the fuck on, going off of what Neri said, bro. I love when I love when Shorty challenges me, bro. Like if you can
Yeah,
genuinely
shit is
make
hot
me,
as hell.
if you can make me feel stupid and not in a like asshole-ish way, like you just actually outsmarted me, I might just fucking fall in love with you. I just have a big ass thing for intelligence. That shit just fucking turns me on. My other like I guess a turn off would be like someone who fucking refuses to be understanding. Cause like I'm a fucking dickhead, bro. One day I'm this, one day I'm that. I fucking like I go through the motions, bro. Like I at least more so now than ever, I really can't keep myself to a solid routine. Like things are just different every day. Not to say I'm gonna be fucking like yelling at you or some extra shit, but it's like I just feel shit like differently every day. It's like one day I may just really want to hug you all fucking day. The next day I'll fucking just want to work on myself and do some shit. I just want someone who's like understanding of that. It's like sometimes I may not always be able to give you what you want, and like that should be fine because I feel as though that's okay from your end too. That's just like a turn off for me. Someone who can't be understanding of like one another in a relationship. A turn on.
That's very valid.
Another turn on would be like this one's just going straight into sexuality because like a lot of people aren't like I've noticed a lot of people are more into vanilla sex than not throughout my upcoming years. It's like if you're
Conversations
into
are
that,
interesting.
like if you're into that BDSM kinky shit, like we in there like swimwear, bro. Like we good.
Fuck.
Like we Gucci babe.
Isn't that a Drake bar?
Excuse me? Wait, was that on you?
That's probably an everybody bar.
Mm.
And I said, is that a Drake bar?
In there like swimwear?
I don't think so.
Shit. But nah, continue though.
Lyrics.
me get a pen and paper.
So that's two turn ons. My next turn off would be like someone who just like someone who is afraid to like show emotion and love. Like I understand being shy, like maybe like out in public and stuff. Like I can respect it if you don't want to fucking do public affection and shit. Like it's fine, but it's like, excuse me. But when we're together and shit, like you gotta let a nigga know. Let a nigga know. You gotta let a nigga know that you actually like do care for me and shit. Like you enjoy spending time with me. Like you know, like don't be afraid to fucking reciprocate the love that's like given to you, kind of shit.
I want to hear I love you, bro. I just want to hear that all the time, dog. I love hearing that shit. As long as I hear I love you and reassure like the love, I feel like that goes a long way. Just like
It
saying
does.
I love
it
you.
It really fucking does.
If you're in a relationship with somebody.
Fuck, was that a turn on or a turn off?
That was
Said
a
it was a
turn
off.
off, yeah.
Okay.
If they didn't, yeah.
Okay, so that's 2-2. My last turn on is just like someone who's like, cause like again, I don't have nothing against shy people, but at the same time, I want like a turn on for me is like someone who's like comfortable in their skin and is like, and I'm gonna mix these two together, like what Eddie said, like crude humor and shit. Like I need someone who's like a fucking shit poster. I'm like
Me too, bro.
I can't like we got to be able to shit post together, and you got to be comfortable, like you know, being able to like be yourself, kind of shit.
Any Matsuri?
What was that?
Go
Wait,
to a convention.
wait,
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what was that?
He said go to a convention.
Oh yeah, bro, I'll fucking. I'm actually like yeah, so like I'll use that and like go a little bit further. Like hell yeah, bro, like be comfortable with yourself, go to conventions and shit like that. Like bro, I will literally go to a convention dressed in a fucking maid outfit, bro, for the hell of it. Like, you feel me? It's like I want someone to be able to like reciprocate that energy and like just be comfortable. Like, I get it. I'm just waiting for the police siren to go by. I love it here.
York.
It's like I get it.
walking here.
You know, you're not always gonna be comfortable. I've recently grown to have social anxiety, and that shit's fucking painful. But it's like you gotta just like be able to let shit go and like understand, like, man, fuck these people. I'm just me, and that's cool. That's where it's at.
Nice, nice.
And my last turn off is just like ignorance and like, cause like everyone's like stupid, so I'm not gonna like sit here and be like you can't be dumb, but it's like everyone has their dumb moments. You guys have seen way more than enough of it when it comes to me. It's like, you know, not like you're not always gonna be fucking like 2,000 IQ fucking every point of the day, but it's like I just don't want to. I don't want to date someone who's like.
Hey, speak for yourself, bro.
Alright.
Get your dumb ass out of here.
Oh, get her out! Get her out!
But like, I don't. A better way of saying this, I don't want to date someone who's not constantly trying to further their intelligence and learn more about life. Especially in my case, like I want to travel the world and visit as much as I can before I go and learn about everyone's cultures, like where they came from, all this kinds of shit. So it's like you got to be able to like you got to be willing to actually want to know more about the world you live in and not only just keep yourself in that bubble. Like that's just like your own circle kind of shit. You got to be able to go outside the box.
Hell, you're.
Oh, like refusal to change. That's another thing I feel like I should add to my list. Like,
exactly.
I feel like things are things are always
by
gonna
that?
change. I feel like society's gonna even change once we have like our own kids and shit.
Exactly.
And it's
What do
like,
you mean? I
and
have a
if
question.
you have an unwillingness to change, bro, I can't. I don't think I can like.
I find
If you have a
Okay.
yeah.
So the thing is, what do you mean by change? Because like, in what way? Like,
Change in like in the sense of like the way we think. Like, okay, for example, right? Like, let's say like even now, right? and how like parents were saying that like like people becoming more aware of like mental health in kids' lives and stuff like that, and taking more account of like like gender issues and stuff like that that kids could grow up with nowadays, and parents are trying to put more like I guess awareness and stuff like that about that, and things will even come up like that in the future. Like there'll be probably new stuff that people will be like, oh, like society's going to change this way, and I feel like whatever like comes, if you're not a willingness to like at least understand or willingness to like, you know, I guess not you don't have to like change in the sense that like
Like change your morals.
yeah, change your morals, but change in the sense that you're able to adapt to like new ideologies and understand where they come from and understand if like okay, if
so
this
what?
ideology is actually like, damaging, or if this like be able to I guess rationally think.
Okay, so are you asking? Do you want them to agree with your
Honestly,
position, or
if
do you
that's the
want
best
them
way I can
to
put
just
it.
understand it?
Well, you said what? Ask it again.
I'm asking, do you want them to be able to understand your position, or do you want them to
Like people, yeah, I just feel like people need
flat out
to
agree with it? Or
understand.
do you have a problem with if they don't disagree with it, but they? I was saying, do you have would you have a problem if they agreed with no, not
Mm.
that they understood it, but they just didn't fully agree with it?
I mean,
That's certainly something.
yeah, I guess I wouldn't have a problem with that either. Like if they were like, I can understand why you feel this way, and I can't understand the thought process behind it. Yeah, and you can say, yeah, I don't agree. Like even with your kids, it'll probably be something that you guys will share that kind of sentiment with. Like there'll be something your kid you believes in that you probably just won't, and it'll probably be like that. But I
As
feel
long as you're
like
willing
at
to
the same
understand
time,
them.
as long as you're able to understand and let your kid, I guess not let, but like, or at the same time, I get, yeah, actually let your kid do what they feel like they need to be happy, or let anyone do what they feel. I guess, but at the same time, I guess that's kind of like
Don't
weird in a
impede on
broad
their
sense.
happiness, is what you're trying to say.
Don't
Yeah,
pee. Oh.
don't impede on their
Impede.
happiness,
Woo.
as long as it doesn't impede on other people's happiness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 That makes sense.
If
Am I
it, yeah,
next? Am I
that's the
next?
best way I can put it. That's why you
I knew
like you
John
take out
was
like
ready.
murderers and bad people.
I
Yes.
read out a whole
Separate them.
page, so
You're lying.
I'm I'm
Yeah, you could
yeah.
go.
Okay, well, what was the original question? Just so I have it reinstated.
Shit. 3 things you find attractive. 3 things that are turnoffs.
Okay, well, I say I'm simple, but I feel complex in some ways. I mean, the things that I like that I like when people bring to relationships, or just in relationships in general, like maybe in a friend sense, is when people notice the little things about you that you do. I think that's so heartwarming. It means that you pay
Gone
shut up,
here.
bitch. It means you pay attention, and it means that you like care about the things that like I care about, or the things that I do, and I think that's very like good to bring to a relationship in general, right? And that's like a really big thing for me. It's like you notice little things about me because you're around me all the time. Like if we're in a relationship and you don't notice, like I'm not saying like I'm gonna be rag on you, like, oh, like you don't know what my favorite soda is, bitch. Like, it's more like, oh, like I got you this thing because I knew you that you like to do this, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, thank you. Oh my gosh. Like the other day,
Especially if they
yeah,
mention it like once. If you mention
mm,
it like once and they remember.
yeah, in passing, and you remember, that's so cute. Like, for example, like my icon right now that I have, one of my friends was like, oh, I made this sword for you. I'm like, what? And you're like, yeah, it kind of embodies like you as a person. Like it's your colors, you love pastel. It's a rapier, you're very cunning with the way that you speak, or the interactions that you have with people, and I think it embodies you. And not gonna lie, that made a stone cold nigga like tear up a little bit. Like, this, you made this for me? Like that's
Steve
very
Austin?
sweet. Hmm?
It says Stone Cold and I said Steve Austin.
All right. And I just think that's like very heartwarming to me. I really respect that. Another thing for me, in my opinion, is matching my wittiness and being able to be weird with me. Like if I can't be my true self around you, which I do it all the time. Like I have my weird times or the weird sounds or anything that like nerdy that I get into, and you're able to open up and like talk to me about stuff like that. Like I love that shit. Like yes, by all means, open up. Like let's talk. Like what do you like that's not like commonly accepted? Like I want to learn more about you. I think that's very interesting as a person. And people are like when people reject like things that are outside of the norm, I find that like really disappointing because I'm like, well, I've never heard about this. Like, let's talk about it. Like, oof, I want to know about that topic. I love learning, and I think that's very important to me is to open up. Um, and the third one is kind of like what we said earlier, when it was like the reassurance that you love me, and like because I'm really big overthinker. Like I'll be at the grocery store, like, oh my god, he hit me with the grocery cart. Like this man hates me. Like this is the little microaggressions until like he's like, all right, divorce. Like oh my god, like that's just where my mind goes because my mind races like so fast. And like that's an over exaggerated example, of course, but it's just like the little things, reassurances, like when Eddie was saying, like, oh, like this person loves me, like, hey, like that, like I'll be on my computer gaming or something, they pop in, I'm like into the, like my office or something, and they're like, hey, I'm like, hi, and like I just want to let you know I love you. And I was like, okay, like I'm gonna have a smile on my face for the rest of the day. Like I love that shit. That's very
Oh
sweet
yeah.
to me. And I also like people that outsmart me because I'm a very like push forward, like advancing. Like I'm always looking for something to say, I guess, because that's just my personality. I'm always quick to say something because I was never able to say the things that I wanted. And if someone matches my energy and we can go back and forth, like with the comedy or anything in general, like I just really love that, like about a person that would really turn me on, I guess. Um, and like I have the relationships that I've built, like my roommate currently, like he matched my energy while we were like out and about, and I was just like, I was like, okay, like what's up? Like what are you with? And then he gave me the same energy back, and we've been friends for like 5+ years now. It's insane to say, but it is. And the things that I do hate, I hate shortness. I hate if you're short with me. Like that shit pisses me off more than anything in the world.
Oh, I thought you meant like.
No. Everybody under 5'0", you're okay. It's all right. But like, I hate the shortness of conversation. If you hit me with a K, like give an
Yeah.
example, or if you hit me with like, oh, okay, like I'm giving you a whole like talk. We're talking about something. You give me the shortest response that's gonna piss me off more than anything in the world. If I'm telling you about my day or something, it's like, oh, and I did this, and it's like, okay, like, huh? Like that's honestly like one of the biggest turnoffs is shortness. It means that you're either not paying attention to the things that I have to say, and I do have a lot to say, so that's okay. But it just means that you're like not willing to listen to me. And the people that are not willing to open up to me as well is also really like that goes in hand with shortness. It's like if I'm telling you my whole life and like everything that I'm talking about, and I want you to be comfortable enough to speak back to tell me the things you feel that about my situation or your situation in general. I just want you to open up and speak to me, you know? Um, I also really don't like people that are quick to anger. Like that shit is the biggest turn off. Like if I talk about something and you get irritated, like that's cool. Like I'm an adult, I can handle that. But if I talk to you something, you immediately flip your switch and you're you're hateful and stuff like that, and you try to attack me as a person, like I'm not with that. Like no, you need to work on yourself before you come in here. I mean, everybody has their demons, but you need to work on that, and I don't like that at all. I really hate closed-mindedness, like at all. Like, if anybody's unwilling to accept something or talk about something in a concept, like they're just like shut down. Like, no, I don't want to talk about it. Like, that's turn off for me. Because I'm as a person, like in the new age, I guess, or a new generation, there's always gonna be new things that I'm gonna encounter because there's new things that people are gonna think of. And I'm always willing to sit down and have a conversation about it. I want to talk about it. Like, what? Okay, what makes you like? Why? Why do you think that? Like, what's up with that? Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And when people are like, I don't like this because I saw this one thing, and I'm like, all right, I'm unsure. You're a shit tier now to me. Like, you're not even willing to listen to these people. Like, even if it's the most ridiculous thing, like I'm willing to open my ears at least. That's the least you can do is listen to people speak about their life or what they like.
Mhm.
And then my last one, my really like one of the like biggest ones is not being able to apologize. That shit is disgusting to me. Like
I agree with that actually.
that shit is actually like I would break up with someone if they're not able to apologize to me if they've done something like really bad to me. Because I think it's also the like bigger person type shit, but like at the same time, like you should if it takes you time, that's cool. But at least be able to man up. Because if it's like, oh, like I'm sorry I did this to you, like they instead of even coming to you for anything, they'll be like, oh, like dinner's ready or something like that. Like, oh, I made this. Like I'm not talking to you till you come back and apologize to me for what you did. Like that's not we're not just gonna keep this rolling. I'm sorry. Like the willingness to apologize is so important because obviously like I'm not always going to be right and I'm going to come to you and be like, hey, like I'm sorry I came at you so like sideways, like I really apologize, I want to pull you aside, or like for example I'll put somebody into like on my own DM and like, hey, I felt really bad about the way that I said this to you. I think that's really important in relationships. It's the willingness to communicate and the willingness to apologize is really big.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my things.
Amazing.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Well, you already know what time it is. It's your boy Ganyu, and this bitch about to give his intro. All right. I already know the questions.
I mean,
First thing, I'm gonna be superficial as fuck. I don't know if there's anything. Okay, first, I want someone that's able to flame. Like, if you cannot be able to like I feel like
I
if you're
feel
not
that.
able to talk shit, bro.
I feel
Like
that.
I can't fuck with you.
Yeah,
Like you need
same.
to. I want to be able to have
100%.
banter. I want to banter with you.
Yes, bro.
Like
That's
like
exactly
dude.
match the energy, match.
Like
Yeah.
yes, and intelligence is a big key. So I'm gonna say that's all the same shit. Like just be able to have that fucking. I love that shit, bro.
I feel
Like
like
if you could talk shit to me, bro, that shit is fire as fuck, man.
I think that
Hell
also.
yes, bro.
I
I
think
find
I'm
that
good
also
at
shit
that,
funny
Ganyu.
too.
Hey,
Shut up,
Ganyu,
Messi.
I'm good at that.
Nah,
Hey.
fuck out of here, boy.
you know, like the challenging shit we mentioned. Like that. I'm pretty sure. Like
That like ties in with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. 100%.
So boom.
What do you mean, boom?
We should have done three. Never mind. Maybe we
Alright,
should have
the
done
next
three for
one
the
is.
whole podcast.
Bro, she got
But you know,
kicked up, bro. Like double cheeked up on a
Oh my
Thursday
God.
fucking afternoon, bro. Like I'm talking about like amazing. Nah, I'm just fucking around.
so what's a turn off if you don't? Damn, this nigga gun you.
I said
Kinda
no. I was just fucking around.
crazy.
Like the thing is, I want to be superficial because all we were talking about how we feel and shit, but no one was talking about like
Because there's not. I mean, because I would really turn
Like,
down a
you know-
girl if she said if she had no ass. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, Eddie.
serious. You don't have no ass.
That's what I'm telling her, but she keeps
Like,
saying
she's
she keeps
like-
thinking she
She
flat
thinks
as
like
fuck.
that shit is like
Sarah.
beyond like cardboard. That shit is like not even.
There are
it's not even a
30-year-old
dimension
women
type shit. It's non-existent.
who are smaller than you.
Now, Eddie, are they in my area though?
What are you talking about?
No, maybe I don't know, dog.
is he
If you want some
talking about?
30-year-olds,
What?
you can go look for them yourself.
Oh, that shit went over my
Jeez.
head.
Yeah.
Apparently-
So. Okay, so since we're not talking about superficial shit.
No, I mean you can if
let's-
you want
let's
to,
go
bro.
some, like,
Go ahead.
Yeah,
bro.
go. No, I
can?
like the
Okay, bro,
opposite.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I really like the opposite. Like I had my moment. Have your moment. Go
Like shit, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Cake is like just amazing. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like it's just
Cake is
visually
amazing.
so appealing. I know how I don't get how people like tit men. Like you get me? Why do people love titties so much? Is it like a mother to like son type of mentality?
Relax.
To be like,
Whoa,
you want
whoa,
to, like,
hey,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey, hey, hey,
Nah,
hey,
nah,
hey,
nah,
hey,
nah.
hey, 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 hey.
I see where
Relax
you're
on those
going.
niggas.
I see where
Relax
you're
on those
going.
niggas.
But
They're not
stop.
like that. They're not like that. They're not
Stop.
like
No,
that.
but, like,
Those
is
niggas
it-
are
is
not
it,
like that. They're
that,
not
bro?
like that.
I can see
They're
where
not
the
like
I can
that.
see where the
Like, is
mentality
it 'cause,
comes from. But just stop.
Let's
They're
say,
not
like,
like
just
that.
name
They're
some-
not like
that,
yeah,
bro.
Let me continue.
Boob men are not like that.
We're not
No,
doing
listen.
mommy milkers. This is not the right podcast for this.
No, let me finish. All right, I'm trying to say is like maybe there's something ingrained in their brains, and like they're so comfortable about it as children, you know, that they're like
Okay.
they grow up, they get comfortable about it in real life, or not real life, but when they get older, you know, that's what I'm trying to say.
So what you're saying is mothers who breastfeed their kids until they're like 5 years old are more than likely to look for women with bigger titties.
What if your mommy has
Yeah.
small titties?
But no, that is not how pregnancy works.
Uncomfortable.
Though.
Uncomfortable.
But
Uncomfortable.
okay, let's go on to the next shit. Let me go on to the next thing. Okay, the third thing I said banter. I said cake, and then the third one was that's just a turn on. Fuck. Ah shit. What's the third thing?
Mm.
Hmm.
You even had this conversation with yourself?
I did, cause like the first one was more like an intelligence thing. Like if she's smart, yeah, like all around type shit.
She's smart, has a huge honking ass. Like,
It doesn't have
okay.
to be huge. It just has to be nice.
Okay, what do you bring to the table, sir? You're tall.
Gani,
Okay, I
Gani
see
want
it.
this shit. I'm about to post a
Got
picture.
Gani's tall. Okay.
What are you talking about? But
I'm gonna type in dump truck.
I ain't asking for no dump truck. I said that hoe got to be nice. Well, to me, whatever that may be.
What
'cause, you know,
hoe?
perception.
Oh, that's a Texas thing. Yeah.
But what the fuck is the third thing that I would want in a woman?
That's what Gani wants.
A strong mind. I don't know. Let's
But
go
that's
for
a,
let's
that
go
that
for
but that's what
mental.
the first one. Yeah, but the first one encompasses like I want her to have like she's intelligent, like she's not dumb type shit. That's why the banter shit was like but intelligence number one, fat ass number three.
I'm just gonna
Fuck could
gloss
number
right
three
over that.
be? I don't think there's any more I can ask for. She's resourceful. Fuck it. She's
Oh,
gonna be. She's like she's gonna be there for me or something. She's a ride or die or whatever. What the fuck?
so what is
Loyal.
she? What do you mean in terms of resourceful? Like she pulls out the band-aids? Like, come on,
I want a shorty to pull out a bando for me. Shit.
a
Like
band-aid.
she knows how to make a bike out of like paper clips. Like, what do you mean by
Like,
resourceful?
like she does the Attack on Titan shit. Like she was that kid in class that did that rubber band crossbow shit. Like, what are
Okay,
you
I take
saying?
that. I take that statement back.
All right, listen.
Fuck. Okay.
No, I got what you meant, bro. They're just fucking with you. I get what you mean,
He's
Absolutely.
Number one, if you can't give me fucking space, yo, I don't like when people be all up in my I have like a social not social clock, but like there's so much like I like to be to myself sometimes, and I hope if I do get with someone that they could understand that sometimes I just want to chill by myself and just do whatever on my own.
A woman, I see.
You said what?
Is that what you're basically saying? Someone who is able to be detached and not is independent and not codependent. To put it into better words.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Someone who's willing to give you the space that you need when you need it,
Yeah,
and not be clingy.
yeah.
There we go.
And what's the other one? Um, hmm. She's not delusional in the
I
sense
mean, I
that
hope to God all our significant others are not delusional. Like, what the
like
fuck?
in the sense like she
Guess I'm a little too late for that.
like in the sense of like where she has a perspective of like everything is surrounds her own world. Like I can't fuck with that. You have to
Flat
be able
Earth
to
theorists.
understand different aspects of like life and not just that one way that you've been living for so long. And if you can't, then fuck out of here. Like basically, if you can't, if you're not able to understand other people, you don't even have to fucking agree with them. If you're not able to understand other people's perspectives, then nah, I'm not fucking with that. And actually, not I wouldn't even say that. It's not that you can't, because sometimes there's some points where you can't understand everyone. But if you're not willing to try and understand, then no, I'm not fucking with that at all.
Yo. Okay. Gandhi, we might have found your perfect girl, bro.
What are you talking about?
What are
Neri
you
posted
talking-
a picture of Velma with a dump truck ass.
It's not with us. She's always had it.
He's smart, not delusional, resourceful, and got a dump truck booty. There it is, right there, all in one, the
This
package.
nigga.
Any girls who are
Okay, I have a
literally
question.
built and
Well, I wasn't done.
I have a question. How is she resourceful if she loses her glasses and
No,
everything goes out
no.
the
The
window?
thing is, I took resourceful back because I don't even really know what the fuck. Like,
You know what that word meant. I got you.
I know what it means, but that's not really what I was looking for.
Don't do him like that, my nigga. The
No, because
fuck?
Dude, making a bicycle out of paper clips fucking
Let me
kills
yeah,
fucking
me,
because
bro.
on
like
you.
when
Shut
Sam
up,
said that
bitch.
shit, I was like, bro, what the fuck do I mean by resourceful?
What do
And
you
I'm like,
mean,
nah,
yeah?
then
This
I'm
man
like,
was having
nah,
a
I
whole
don't mean all
brain
that.
blast.
But like,
Come on, Jimmy, try have a brain blast real quick.
I was
Let's get
like,
into
dude,
it.
like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, nah, not resourceful, because not everyone can be like fucking resourceful. That's like,
well,
that's
yeah,
like to
not
me.
everyone can be like a lot of the things that we're listing off, which is why
Yeah.
like they're your preferences.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
resourceful isn't really one of them because I have to think about that.
Take it off the deck. Let's get the
So I took
definition
it
of
off.
resourcefulness in here. Where is it at?
Wouldn't mind, but I don't think that's a priority for me.
Let's see. Someone who can survive the zombie apocalypse is definitely.
Still on turnoffs. What's something I just don't like?
Hey.
What is something I just don't like?
Why'd you say that?
I
Why?
don't-
What?
What are you insinuating?
Yeah, that's actually kind of
Hey.
interesting. Why the fuck did you say that?
What do you mean by
like,
that?
what do you mean? I don't
What do you
understand.
mean by that?
Could you elaborate? Here's the
What do
As our
I
definition.
good friend
what do I
Drewski
just
says.
fucking
What you trying to
hate
get into?
more than
What do you mean
Hmm.
by that?
anything?
Like people who are
Hypocrisy.
too sensitive. Oh,
No, hypocrisy. Like
Okay.
you can't see the fact that what you're saying could be hypocritical.
Come on,
Mm,
SAT. Come on.
I
You.
hate that shit. I hate that people are just openly can't like when they say something, they don't look back. They don't take a second to think about does this apply to me, and just say like it's just the fucking truth when they've done that dumb shit. I don't like that. I don't like hypocrites.
Hi, mama.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
a
yeah, bro.
third turn off. And then let's go back
I
to
hate
what's a
hypocrites.
turn on.
You have one more turn on or one more turn off?
I have one more turn on.
Okay.
Uh,
So what are your turn ons right now? Let's go. Let's just do
fat
quick ones.
ass.
Fat
Smart.
ass, smart. Okay. Simple, superficial. We like it. Next, last one. Smart.
Huh?
What about personality? Something like that.
Oh, that's actually
No?
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
Oh, John's so smart.
And he has a fat ass.
Wrong.
Personality wise, that's what would be a turn on personality wise.
I mean, you said if she could roast you.
Wait, a quick question. Hold on.
Trusting on you.
I have a quick question.
What?
Would you guys always be 100% honest with your feelings to your partner in your relationship?
I mean,
Like,
assuming we're at that stage, yes.
I mean,
like
I'm
with
always- I'm
all
honest
your
always,
emotions, like
yeah.
100% transparent with all
they've
your
been
emotions.
thinking about breaking up with you for the past like 2 days.
Baby, like remember when you took
Like,
the
even if you
corn dog out,
have
I
that
really
thought,
didn't-
like if you need, but you don't actually go through with it, would you tell them?
Well, I don't know about as far as breaking up, because
Honestly,
like
personally, I think that's something I would wish for that I could be.
100%
Completely honest.
transparent.
I would wish to be super transparent. I don't know if I could, but I would wish to be.
So I was thinking about it, and I was like,
Transparent.
what if somebody said, "Oh, I want full transparency and honesty," and I was like, would we all be able to give that back though? It's like,
I mean, I
that's
know
what
I could. That's the thing, because I'm pretty honest.
But the thing,
I
you
It's
know how
know,
people,
like, I
you know
think
how people say that they want that. I don't think people actually really want that.
yeah, that's what
Babe,
that's
do I
what
look fat in this? Yes.
because 100%. Oh, actually, Sarah, you gonna say something?
I think most of us could, right? But at the end of the day, it depends on what our partner is like. Because if our partner is the type of person to be really sensitive, or like if our partner like is anxious, right? I feel like saying something like, "Babe, I've been thinking about breaking up with you," can be really detrimental to the relationship. But if
Yeah.
you're saying something like, "Hey, your mom said this really racist shit and I didn't fuck with it," then like that's another thing, right? Like,
Mhm.
I feel like it depends on what it is exactly and what your partner is like.
Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
I just
But
got
that's
it.
just a theory.
I just got it. The personality. I guess
Game
something kind of
theory.
like me, but not exactly like me. How would I
It's
say
gone,
this? Like,
it's gone with the fat ass.
no,
Kanye
This
just
is-
wants a mirror.
no.
Hey, I'm going to Photoshop right now.
I'm talking about like sometimes I be sociable 1 second, then the next I just want to fucking chill and just leave me alone.
That's what you want from your partner, or
Not exactly. Like let's say let me explain this better. Let's say I would like someone that's loud, obnoxious,
Damn.
and also chill.
It's that air. It's
loud,
that air.
obnoxious, and can chill? I mean, okay,
I'm
I
talking
get
about like
that.
they
True.
would be loud and obnoxious like with me, or if we're doing something fun like going out, right? I would like the person to be like full of energy and shit. Cause honestly, when I go out, I'm not really full of energy unless like some funny shits. We found out funny shit's about to go down, and also like they know how to just be like chill.
The synergy. That's what I want.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's good. I like it. Someone could be. I like that. That's very interesting. And dislikes were what again? 'Cause
My dislikes were if you can't give me space, don't fuck with that.
Okay.
Mm.
If you can't try to understand people's perspectives and you just shut it down before giving it a chance, I can't fuck
Okay.
with that.
All right.
And
We can't roast. Is that what you're laughing?
no, that was
your good one. You like the roasting. Okay.
what would turn me on, that she would be able to roast. What was
Okay.
last thing was like, it was
Where's my
kind of close to the
notepad?
second thing.
She just goes, "Your mama," and fucking Ganyu has an erection.
Babe, I have cancer. Your mom. Oh.
It's not that I would get like fucking hard off of it. It's just I will find it entertaining because I find that funny.
Mm.
Like I like when people try to roast me because I find that shit funny. Cause like, oh, you trying to roast me, but I won't. And then it's like, I'll do that shit back. It's yeah.
Mm. Okay, I see.
But what was the third thing I disliked? First was, no, you're not giving me space. Second, you can't understand. The other one is that hypocrisy. I don't fuck with hypocrites.
Me neither. Like in
Hypocrite.
podcast chat.
No, I mean like dead ass. I don't tolerate that shit.
All right. Thank you, Ganyu.
Thank you, Garnier. Yeah. Appreciate that contribution.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, back to
Yo,
oh.
Dreamy,
Oh,
Colin,
he's like he's dying.
you're next.
All right. So I sat here for a long time thinking. I was like, you know what? What is my turn ons in a relationship? What do I see? Like, what for a woman? And I got you. You ready? Are you ready for this?
Mm.
I like communication a lot. I want you to talk. I want to know how your days go and stuff like that. You know, I want to be able to talk to you. It'll feel easy to talk. Sorry, there hiccups. One of my other ones is like smart. Like, I want you to be smart. I don't want to be the person in the relationship that's dumb as fuck. I don't like that shit. I don't like a dumb partner. He doesn't. Cause I'm fairly smart, you know. I want someone that's also like. I don't want someone that's not smart. I'm like kind of dumb. Beauty, like brains and beauty is like, ooh, you know, it's great. I like that. Something I like. Shit, gone Jubius. You already said it. The big ass, baby. She dope. She coming in my bed, baby.
This
Okay.
nigga a menace.
I'm a straight
Yes.
Can you blame him?
Can you blame a nig? Things I don't like. If you got a shitty music taste, I can't do it. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
I didn't even think about
What
that.
classifies as a shitty music taste?
If you listen to glitch pop, bro, you deserve to get shot in the jawline. If you listen to like higher pop and shit like that, go get away from me.
If you still listen to Skrillex, bro, get the.
I know.
If you
Hey! Don't you just
If you drop in the bass, drop
don't
in my life.
disrespect Skrillex.
Come
All
on.
Skrillex hit. Don't ever come at Skrillex like that again in your life before I
Oh
kiss
yeah,
you.
I remember something. Deep Conversations. That.
Deep conversations hit. That's what I said. Communication, though. You see me?
Yeah.
Okay, Jason, when you hear from mine though, like I'm really cute. Like I
The
don't know.
second
I keep it
one,
real.
a thing that I
Damn.
don't like.
You
Yo,
said
can
what?
you
If
not
you can't
address the
take a
audience
joke,
while another person
I don't
talks?
like that.
Hold up. Wait, only you said what?
If you can't take a joke, I don't like that.
Oh.
Mm.
Cause I joke a lot, you know.
So mental fortitude, gotcha.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I don't like. If you make one thing your whole personality, I hate that shit. Like fucking these crystal girls, I don't like that shit. Zodiac girls, go
Jesus.
fuck yourself. Don't like that shit. It's just cringe, you know?
Dude, I don't think I could fuck with a girl that's obsessed with horoscopes. Can't do it.
Same. That shit weird to
Typical
me, bro.
Leo.
Okay,
I hate
yeah,
you.
I
I'm
hate to
leaving
judge
now.
Now I
people.
feel like
I
leaving
really,
this fucking
I'm
podcast just
sorry.
because of that
Okay, I'm sorry, and I hate judging people. I really do, but like,
statement.
if you're
Yikes.
into horoscopes, bro, like, I don't think I'm gonna have to agree. Like,
Yeah,
I
that
might,
shit
I like not fuck with it, but like, you could read it, but like, if you kind of live life by it,
Like
that's what
base.
should make your personality.
yeah,
Good.
like, yeah, if you live life by it and make it your whole life, I'm gonna kind of like take a step back. That's gonna
Yeah,
like,
that
okay,
shit weird, you know, like Girls will be like,
I'm down.
Well, what's your rising stuff? Like, what's this? What's that? Oh, that's such a Leo.
Wake up in the
That's
morning.
very close-minded of you. That's one of my.
and then when
negatives.
people was like, oh, you're
Honey,
such
did
a
you read your
Pisces."
horoscope today?
I hate that
Bro,
shit.
I have a comparison. Has everyone in here
Fuck you
seen
and your
Kuroko no
horoscope, honey.
Basket?
Yeah.
If you live your life like
Uh.
Shintaro, the green-haired fucking long-range three-point
Fucking
shooter,
weeb.
I don't need you to be here. Like, I don't need you in my life. If you live life like him, get out of my life.
Like who?
Have you guys ever seen Kuroko no Basket?
No.
Oh, are
Kuroko
you
no
talking about the
Basket.
basketball anime?
Yes.
Oh, I
Okay,
love that
what
shit.
is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, because it was very mildly gay, so I was interested.
Yeah, I'm
What's
talking
up?
about the shooter, bro. The guy who could literally shoot from the other side
What
of
was
the
his name?
court.
What was his
and-
You're
name?
talking the dude with glasses.
Yeah,
He shot 3-pointers.
Yeah, Shintaro
Yeah,
Midorima.
yeah, Shintaro. I can drop a picture.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he
was hot.
lived his whole entire life off of fucking horoscopes and shit, bro. Like he was always on it. He took care
He
of
was
his-
always on it. His shooting would be affected by it and everything.
Yeah, like his whole entire existence was fucking based around horoscopes. If that's your lifestyle,
I
get away
hate
from me.
that shit. That shit is ugh.
Where's podcast chat out there?
The thing, right? A lot of girls that like, I don't know how to say it. Like, a lot of girls that don't like that are attracted to me. And I'm like, ugh.
That shit-
Attracted
hate
to
that
you?
shit's weird,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't know. I feel like
Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm a fairly
Yo.
attractive man.
Why are we talking about them like they're another
Okay.
species?
I don't like
I-
that. Can you just say females? That's all I want to hear. Say females. Say it.
I mean,
Females, I think it's worse.
Eddie, they're
Say
kind
female. No,
of,
Olin, say
No.
females.
Eddie,
I
they're
think
kind
females
of,
is
they're
worse.
kind of a whole nother species, bro. They
Say
don't even
bitches.
think for
I mean, Olin said he was asshole. It's okay.
they don't even think for themselves, bro. Are they even human at that point?
Yeah. Like,
Who?
I'm
I mean,
a
you know,
fairly
I'm
attractive
sorry.
male,
You don't let the stars decide what you're gonna eat for the day. That's mad weird to me. Like, I'm sorry, Jupiter's in that like position, so I can't
I
eat
hate
fucking
that
I'm
cereal.
shit.
sorry, you're fucking with my vibe. I need to go home and sniff some crystals and change how I feel about you now.
I'm sorry. It's called charge. Thank you. You
Can
charge
you-
your crystals.
Can you not right now? Like I know Mercury's in retrograde or whatever, but like
I'm sorry. Your aura is
reiterate.
really
this
disturbing
Jupiter's
the
in
rest of
second
us.
house right now, and I really can't do this right now.
I
I
bought these
understand that
really
you're
nice
going
crystals today. This one's for to get away the negative spirits. This
This
one's for
one's-
love
By
to
the
me.
way,
This
We're
one's for my
feel
daddy
my
issues.
brain.
we're gonna
Guys,
get cancel
we are-
cultured for blatant
Honestly-
bullying.
Bro,
I
Honestly,
don't give a fuck.
honestly,
I don't know. I like
yeah,
it.
me
I think
neither. Let's roast these
I
people.
feel like okay. You know what? I'm gonna say I feel like the crystal shit and everything it's okay to me. Like I don't particularly live by its rules, and it doesn't really hurt
Gypsy.
me.
No, I'm
Yeah,
playing.
you know,
Shut up, bitch.
it's not to
And
say that
I
we're
just
fucking.
it's like I think it's interesting, honestly, because it's like the people. I mean, people have religion, and that's the thing they go to help them. People go to crystals, and that's the thing to help you. Go ahead and go to motherfucking crystals.
No,
help
true.
yourself.
I mean, by all
if
means.
that's if you feel like that shit, you wearing citrine and it's taking away the pain and all this shit. You're wearing the rose quartz and it's giving you like emotional stability and everything,
Oh.
and you believe that because if you're wearing it, then wear it with proud.
Nah, you're that
Who
right.
cares?
You're that right.
Okay, here's the
Wear
thing.
your shit.
Here's the thing, right?
Who cares what we
It's-
think?
Our
You're
our
a
boy,
person.
our boy Jason, also known as Hugh, and who is also like a member of the podcast. He put in chat like people are just trying to live their lives, y'all. I understand that, but like I get really annoyed because this happened to me. Like when we were at a rave one time, I met this girl. The first thing she asked me, she didn't even ask me what my name was. The first thing she asked me was, "What's your sign?" And I told her I was a Leo, and she's just like, "Oh, I have to watch out for you," and like stuff like that. And I'm just
I've had interactions like that, and
Like,
that shit.
yes,
makes me,
exactly.
that shit
It's like
weirds me the fuck out.
they
that
that
shit
shit is already
weirds me
judging
the
you off the
fuck
bat.
out.
They literally already says like, okay,
Oh,
well, Leos are gonna
yeah.
be like this, and then they live their life
Okay.
by it. So it's like they
Bro,
already
this-
assume
bro,
you're gonna be
this
this
girl-
today.
I'm honestly glad I've never had interactions
Bro.
like that.
I don't know. I
It's
have interactions
creepy.
like this
Imagine
often.
Imagine someone saying
I've
you're
never
Leo,
had
bro.
one.
You must be a fucking
Creepy,
cocky
bro.
bastard, bro. You don't even know me, bro.
I don't
Maybe at
know.
times, but you don't know me, bro.
I feel like I could be biased in this because every time I meet someone at the bar, which is a lot, and they'll be like, "Oh, like, what's your sign?" I can fucking tell. And I'm like, "I'm an Aquarius." They're like, "Oh, I knew you're Aquarius." You know why? Because you're witty, you're quick, you're cunning, you're smart. And it's never like a derogatory thing. So I'm like, okay, I'll eat it up. Like,
Not
what's
to
up?
me, bro.
But the
People
main
That's,
thing,
find
I guess
out.
I'm
See,
the
biased
main
because of
thing
see, the
that.
is
thing
like,
is,
No one ever hates
just because you're
Aquarius.
an
wait, hold up.
Aquarius doesn't mean that you're fucking charming, witty, and smart, bro.
Obviously, that's just me as a person. I'm just all those things.
But that's
You
the
know?
thing. They genuinely believe that these things fucking define who you are as a person, and that's where the
And
issue
they're-
lies.
I
Yeah.
guess.
And then, like, you know what? It's always weird that let's say they use that for like dating advice. They be like,
Yeah,
"Yo, I've been with so many Scorpios that have been fucking. Maybe it's not because they're fucking Scorpios. You're just picking bad dudes.
exactly.
Like, it's just weird to me. Like, I guess I get that we can be like, oh yeah, let them be. But at the same time, bro, if you're pulling it up to me with that shit and you're telling it how it is, I'm just be like, bro, fuck out my face. Let me go on with my day.
That's a
Cause
fact.
that shit is annoying to me. Like, oh, why you need to know my sign? Is it that important? Like, I tell you, then you say some assumption shit that's not true, and I'm like, now I'm just being annoyed.
Like, I'm not
That nigga just
bothered to be asked what my sign is and shit. It's like, I'm not gonna fucking like attack you. Like, you ask me what my sign is? Like, fuck you, no.
no,
It's-
I'm not. The thing is, at first I wasn't bothered. It's just that
You
they
ask
say
me what
that
my
what?
this
sign
is
is
who
to
I
grab you by
am.
the throat. Like,
Excuse me, what my sign
Very
is?
They
I'm
want
gonna.
to
I'm
make it
dangling
as
you by
if
your
that's the
feet.
truth to me, and it's like, bro, you don't even know me, and that's where I get bothered when people ask me that shit, and I
yeah.
cringe.
Yeah, exactly. The horoscopes already assume to know the type of person you are, and then it's like, okay, well, you're this. Oh, you're a Libra. Well, oh wow, you're. Oh, of course, you already feel all the traits of Libra. I already knew that. Like, it's like, okay, dude, what the fuck? I'm obviously not that shallow, bro. It's like, come
Yeah.
on now. Nobody's that shallow. I feel like.
Okay, so John, wait, no, who went?
Yes,
Dream.
you need my
I
attention?
went.
Oh, I
No,
was also gonna
Arlen,
add
were
on
you
with the
done?
I went.
horoscope thing.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna add on with the horoscope thing. Like, I was gonna say, what about like now religion though? It's like,
Oh,
what if
About
somebody's like really
religion.
hard on like, what if
That's
somebody's
If
really
you're
gonna
over
take.
hard?
That's gonna be a
religious
minute.
person,
you want to talk
Yo.
about religion?
I mean,
Wait,
because
let's
Not
finish the
because
thing first,
now.
and then we
Not
get.
now.
because
This
somebody
is
because
Wait, hold
Sarah
on, hold
this
on.
is for
someone brought it
another
up someone brought
podcast.
it up
Yo, Eddie,
earlier.
I brought it
Eddie,
up.
Eddie.
Me,
Eddie,
what's
write
name?
it down. Write it
I need
down.
my.
This is for another podcast,
I
bro. We
need my.
can't do this here. We can't do this here.
yeah. And first of all, it's already creeping on like almost 3 hours, Coach. I'm gonna keep it a
No,
beat.
like the first hour is getting cut off, and it's gonna be its own thing.
Oh,
I
That's
don't
fair
know if
too.
I
I
can
didn't
still do
even get
this.
to go.
That's what I'm saying. Sarah
Yeah,
should.
I'm probably gonna head out, bro. I
Wait,
have a
Sarah didn't
headache,
even
and
go?
I gotta get
Nah.
tested tomorrow.
What's all good,
All
bro?
right.
Have a good
Yeah,
night. Thanks for being here with us,
yes.
boss.
Maybe I'll
Wait,
come
Jason,
back
are you
to the
saying that it's
reoccurring
being
guys.
shallow thinking that like they know me, like that their horoscopes presume to know me? Because that's what I was saying. It's like,
what's your sign, Eddie?
I think he's asking, aren't you being shallow, thinking that like every single person who lives their life based on like zodiac
oh,
signs are like this?
No,
I
I
mean,
asked them, and if
obviously,
they
no,
tell
that's
me
no.
that,
I don't think
then
everybody. That's what I said. That's why I was gonna go into the religion thing because it's like, but the same with the religion, people don't force their religion down people's throats in the same way people don't force horoscopes down everybody's throats. And like, so it's
Debatable.
like if somebody is really like hard on horoscopes, obviously they're gonna try and incorporate it in like kind of their partner's life because they live their life by it. If someone lives their life by religion, like God or the Bible, they're going to obviously be like, oh well, they're gonna like tell their partner, well, I live my life by the Bible, and the Bible's telling me, or God has told me
Well,
this or
it's speaking
whatever.
to you. Fuck.
Yeah, whatever they like that, people, whatever message they get from the Bible that people say they get,
Yeah.
like they're gonna be like, oh, the Bible's telling, like it's gonna let them control their relationships like in some shape or form.
Hmm.
So that's why I was like, okay, well, you have horoscopes,
So
and
you're
not
saying,
everybody's going to be hard on like super like on your throat about horoscopes, but
oh, I see what you
the
mean
people, but
now.
like the thing is that compared to like things like religion, horoscopes presume to know the type of people you are. Like unless like even like I guess some religions too, like even like the Bible would be like say some shit about gay people and all that stuff. But like
Actually,
horoscopes
never
presume
did.
to know the person you are before they even met you. It'd be like, oh, this person's a Libra, that means they'll be like this. And then people will live their life by it, assuming that anything that happens, anything that you do is because you're a Libra, or because you're a Scorpio, or because you're a
see,
Gemini.
me
It's like, oh,
personally, I
Kanye's a
don't.
Gemini, that's why he did all this. That's why, oh, all Geminis are always gonna be music geniuses, music god. Like they're all like, I was like,
Shit, I
okay,
wish.
is that because they're Gemini, or is that because Kanye is just talented, or he's just like
It's Kanye.
he's smart and he has the knowledge and the experience? it's like how much of that is the horoscope is like, and then like that's what I said. People who live their life by that stuff will, of course, try to be like, "Yo, the horoscopes told me you're gonna be like this," and it's like, okay,
See, I don't
damn.
have a problem if you like fiddle with that shit. It's just that if you try to like
Again,
project
it's
that
like
shit
if
onto
that's your
me,
entire life.
to me, I don't give. I find it stupid. Personally, I find it stupid if you're trying to put that to your entire life. But I'm not fucking gonna tell you that shit because maybe it's important to you.
Well,
And
I
that's
mean,
how you like.
your
You gotta
entire
remember.
life to the extent where like it affects your relationship with,
Wait,
or like how you interact with other people is what I
Yeah,
mean. Like
yeah.
if it
I'm
is
gonna
your
say.
entire
I'm.
life.
I'm 100% say it's dumb. But sometimes, like maybe that's what all people really got for themselves. But maybe they should wake the fuck up.
Mm.
But
Because
I mean,
honestly, I
that's
believe
what,
you should wake the fuck up.
I mean,
Like,
that's what some people think
Okay,
about like
relax.
religion in general.
but
Yeah, you need to chill. Nah,
Wake
I don't know
up.
about
Wake up
that.
is weird because it's like they could argue that about religion,
Yeah,
so
someone
we
could
can't
easily
really
say
go
the
there.
same
You can't
thing
really go
about
with the wake the
Islam.
fuck up thing with that one. It's like
Bro, the time
that's
is
kind of like a
again.
loaded thing to say.
I don't know. That's just my.
Everybody
belief
has
about
their
it.
own wake the fuck up. They can say wake the fuck up to horoscopes. Like horoscopes are like the thing. Like
Yeah, I know.
wake up to
Yeah, I
wake
get
up. It's
that. But
like
the thing is, if I'm gonna, the thing is, I have no problem with someone telling me wake the fuck up about religion. But the thing is, how I see religion, because at least I feel like I could back certain shit up because of my religion specifically, because of how it was made. I could bring up like facts within like history and like how my religion works to bring up this is how it is. It's not
But
like, but if I
they
question
could
someone based
ostensibly
on,
do the same thing with
yeah, like if someone does
horoscopes.
that shit with horoscopes, they can't bring up like substantial facts to back up their claims.
Can
That's
you
what I'm
really
It's
saying.
your
bring up
energy,
anything
though. It's all about your
substantial
energy
in
and
like religion
aura.
though?
That's in
exactly.
Islam. Yes, you can. That's what I'm saying. My religion specifically.
But
I
people will
know
argue against that
but you
though.
don't know two shits about it, bro.
No, I don't know about anything about your religion. I'm not arguing it. I'm not about to. I'm not about to get into an argument about the
Yeah.
validity of anyone's religion. But I'm saying that people would argue.
I am. Gun you square up right the fuck now.
People,
Oh yeah,
Gunny,
I
Every
know,
single
but so
fucking
I
you
don't
can
got
say
a
that.
problem
You
with
can say
people.
that.
I know,
But
but
people
I
would
got no
argue
problem with someone
that
arguing because I could bring up facts. That's the thing I'm saying.
yeah, and they would
But
argue those facts. Is what I'm saying. It's not
yeah, they
black
could
and white. Like
argue
it's
those
not just
facts,
be
but
like, oh,
at
these
the
are
end of the
facts,
day,
and you can't argue it. People would be like, okay, what about this? Like it's
yeah,
always going to. There's always a conversation about whether or not any religion is valid or not.
I get that, but that's why I just said I'm not talking. Yeah, I get that,
There
but I'm
are
talking about
facts
mine
about every
specifically.
religion, but at the same time, there's still some unknown, like
Yeah, but
some
that's what
muddy
I'm talking about.
areas,
Like
and that's
in
what.
Islam specifically, that's I can have like how do you say confidence in what it is to say like, oh yeah, you want to ask questions, I can tell you this is how this works and this is how this works, and have no
Mhm.
problem or
For
like any
for
faltering in the
everything,
conversation.
for literally every like if someone asked you like if there's an answer for everything, like in Islam, you would say yeah. Like if they wanted an explanation for something or the way something is, and they said and then like they came. I think I'm maybe like asking this question like very wrongly. Bro, I mean, they're saying save it for next episode, but then Ganya keeps going into.
I'm not going into it. I'm just saying my piece about it.
Bro,
You
look,
can't say your
Rama's right. We
piece
need to
and
save it for next
be let
episode.
out unscathed, though. You can't say your
This
piece
is
and
a
be
No,
next
let out
like
episode.
no, but the
unscathed.
This
thing
has
is,
to be
I'm not
like a
trying to
next
argue. I'm just
episode,
saying
man.
that
It's too deep.
I'm just saying me personally, my religion, I could be like, yeah, I could substantiate this shit based on my religion, but you can't really substantiate because if you try to ask questions to people about like horoscopes, me personally, it's like I don't see how that would correlate to each other because then it just seems like it just
I mean,
spouting.
they have their facts though,
It,
quote
but the
unquote,
thing
that
is,
they
none of
could
that.
be
But
like.
personally, I don't see as anything they say as facts because unless I could like, unless you could prove it to me that the fucking sun causes me to be on quote unquote a dickhead because I'm a Leo, then I don't know how. If they
You're
could show me a
Leo.
fact that
I
proves
fucking
that,
knew it.
then yeah, I will believe it if they could show me that. But if not, then no.
Fucking Sarah. All right.
We'll save this conversation. We'll shelve this conversation. You know,
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting
very
topic that
deep
we can
conversation.
really get into on the
So-
next episode of
So
the
anyway,
podcast.
guys, my three turn-ons when it comes to a partner.
Black.
Oh yeah, Sarah, we didn't get to her.
Go, girl, you please.
Black.
Yeah, Sarah, you want to say your turn-ons and turn-offs?
Why did you say it so sensually?
The way you said it, I don't like it. I don't like it. That made me uncomfortable. I don't like
Wait,
that.
what?
So Sarah, you
He
gonna
said,
tell us
"Yo,
your
Sarah,
turn-offs? Turn-offs, yeah?
what's
You
your
gonna tell
turn
us?
offs and turn offs?"
Bro,
She's challenging
you guys,
Sarah.
y'all made
She's
it like
challenging.
that. Y'all made it like that
No,
because I
nigga,
don't even
That's how
think
you
said it
said
Sarah
like
it.
that.
That's
perceived
how
it.
you said it,
I
nigga.
said
You
don't
it
even
like
think
said it.
that.
Sarah
No,
perceived
but
it like that until
you
y'all
said
said
it.
it like
You
that.
said it. You gave it a whole pause like you do everywhere. You're like,
Yo,
You're like,
Sarah,
"Hey,
So
yo,
did you even
Sarah."
Sarah.
perceive it like that
You
until
know,
I said it,
listen,
bro?
this nigga licking his lips in
Nigga
between
said
the
it.
No,
Yo,
console.
Sarah.
ask Sarah.
Yo,
Ask
Sarah.
Sarah.
Look at what this
Ask
nigga
Sarah.
Jason typed. He said, "So
Yo.
Sarah."
Yo, ask
Yo,
Sarah.
so Sarah,
100%. When I
you gonna
said it,
tell us about your turn
you
ons?
didn't even, bro. Oh
So
my God,
Sarah,
bro. Y'all are weird as fuck.
you're the one who said it, nigga. What
Oh
the
shit, bro. Hey, bro, just admit it, bro. At least I could admit that black is a thing, you know?
Black?
Say black and redacted like that.
You said blacked?
Black. No, I love that song. Huh?
Huh?
Hmm?
Like,
Dude, I don't know what he said, bro. I'm going
Hey,
crazy.
yo. Hey, just rewatch.
Hey,
Re-listen.
Sarah, what are your 3 likes, Sarah? Come on, let's get out of here. Bring it home, Sarah. Come on.
so my first turn on, I feel like I can't be with a boring person. Like this person has to have like the same sense of humor as me and be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have to laugh.
You know what's so
Why'd you took yourself out the race, nigga?
Can I say something? Bro,
You took yourself out the
Yo,
race.
please. Can I say something, bro? Yo, I had a dead ass feeling that Neri's gonna say some shit, and I was thinking, bro, Neri, don't say
Said
nothing.
pain, straight up.
All right, let's Sarah finish, guys.
I'd say like I think kind of the same as everyone else. Like someone who can match my energy, but at the same time, like understand that there are some times where like you don't necessarily have to match my energy. Like for instance, like yeah, I'm down to like have a laugh with you, but like I mean, there are some days where like I want to be alone, or some days where like I'm sad or whatever, and so like you can go out and like have fun with your friends or whatever.
Hey, yo, so Sarah, what you trying to do?
What?
Go,
Like,
get out of here.
like go out?
Who's naming me right now? Hey, keep going. I like this.
Oh shit.
And I like someone who is, I guess, like independent, but like still very affectionate. Physical affection. I mean, y'all know this about me, but like physical affection is like huge for me. I love hugging. I love kissing. I love holding hands, like holding arms. Like physical touch is just so important to me. And I feel like if I never get that, or if I don't get that very frequently, I find myself like
Questioning?
yeah, like physical touch is like a huge love language for me. And like to the point where I think it might be an issue because I do all these things with my friends. Like I kiss my friends on the forehead, on the cheek. Like I hold their hands and like arms and stuff. Like even the other day, like I caught myself like holding Ganyu's arm and I was just like, wait a second.
You too? Oh.
Huh?
And
Honey, you got the niggas.
I feel like,
What are you talking about?
well, especially with Ganyu, I worry that like I make him uncomfortable with that. Because
Oh no, I just do it on purpose.
No, he does it on purpose. Literally, I was just about to say that. Oh my God.
but like even just like earlier today, I had my hand on like John's thigh. Like
Love her.
I need that, and I need people to like. God, I don't know how to say that. No one like clip this or like make this sound weird, but I need people to touch me. I need like.
Don't worry about that.
I need like. I also need that back. I need hugs back. I need kisses back. I need like literally just like any form of human contact. I can't be the one to constantly initiate it.
Do opposites attract?
Hey, another day, bro. Sarah, what are your dislikes, Sarah? Fuck
you.
Okay.
Nigga.
I have
Ganyu, stop spamming.
Bro, shut
up.
the fuck up,
Shut
Ganyu.
up, Ganyu. Oh my God.
I have a very specific turnoff. Like I hate when people are just rude for no reason in general, but specifically if I'm dating a guy or whatever and or if I'm dating a girl for that matter and they're rude to the waiter, like instant no. Absolutely not. Like I remember one time in middle school, I was kind of like into this guy and he was, and I was like, oh, are you gonna like pick up your trash? Because we were in the cafeteria with those like shitty like benches that were like seats attached to the chairs and whatever, and we had to like throw our trash away when we were like walked at the end of the table. He didn't pick it up, and he was just like, no, because the custodians are gonna get it. I don't know
Ew.
why, but that shit like pissed me the fuck off, and I was just like, I lost attraction to him because of that. I was just like, oh, don't like that. Like, I don't know, if you like lack respect for someone because of their job or because they're like making a living, that shit just is just disgusting to me. I think, like, I have so much respect for like people who like janitors and like waste management and all these other things, because people talk about like the importance of like doctors and nurses, but hardly anyone talked about like the importance that of janitors, like upkeeping those medical facilities and making them so that they're sanitary, so that doctors can do their job, so that patients can recover without worrying too much about like things like, I don't know, specifically if you're rude to people because of their jobs. Another turnoff is like people who can't read the room. I understand,
Yes,
like,
that
I,
shit's.
I can get like missing a social cue every so often because I'm the same way. But
Mm.
like I need you to know when it's okay to joke and when not to.
The switch.
Yeah. And like I guess that comes down to communication. Like what Olin was saying earlier, like maybe there's like a system in place where it'll be like, hey, I'm not really having the best day. So like just try not to like say something hurtful or whatever. Because I'm the same way. I love like a good roasting session. I love like being able to like talk shit with my partner, whatever. But like if I'm having one of those days where I'm super depressed, where like everything went wrong at work and school is not going great either, and like you're calling me a retarded bitch, I can't like do that right now.
That was kind of funny.
Like any
I
other
hate
day,
Kanye
like
with my whole heart.
any other day I can handle it, but like I don't know, Doug. Like if a bad day happened, I don't think I could handle hearing that. And the last thing, bad hygiene, just 100%. If you do not wipe your ass, if you do not clean your ass, if you do not shower frequently, if you don't brush your teeth, if you don't like, I don't know, dude, like I need you to be clean. Like if you smell bad, I cannot be attracted to you. I'm so sorry. That's why I don't want to e-date, because like if I don't see how these people can do it without like meeting these people first, because if I meet this person and they literally smell like human garbage, no, it's
All
not
the
for me.
e-dating gone.
Like e-dating is
Jason.
Fucking
Jason,
weep, you
bro. Hey, yo, chill, bro. They're sponsored.
Cameron Musk. Hey, pheromones, bro. What do you? Anyways.
but
yo,
like interestingly enough, I don't mind like the smell of sweat that much, but it's specifically like, okay, I can see like I don't know, like for instance, like guys with my type of hair, right? Like if I can see the grease in your hair, like and your hair is like getting stringy and everything like that, you know, like no. If like I go up to you and like you smell like a wet dog, no.
I woke up to you and physically recoil. Like hell no.
If I go up to you and I can see like in your teeth what you had for dinner last night, no. Like,
Oh shit, is that broccoli?
and I was just like, damn, you had that garlic spinach without me? Like, no. I can't. I feel like there's a lot more stuff, but like those are the things that came to mind. But yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I guess while we're on this like topic, just super insecure guys, or
Yeah.
like in like super insecure people just in general. I get being insecure to an extent because I'm that way, but like, I don't know, because I need validation too. But at the same time, I'm not like constantly like hitting people with the, oh my god, I'm the worst person in the world, and I like.
Oh, pity shit. Ew, 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 ew. Pity party people hate that shit.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's
Is that what you
pity
meant by
party.
insecure?
Yeah, and like also people who, because like you guys know I have a lot of love for y'all. I've known y'all for years now, and like,
No.
you know, it really made me upset that I had a significant other that couldn't understand how close I was with you guys. And I don't know, it was just very toxic for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Uh-huh.
All right, Ganyu. All right.
I was crying, bro.
Okay, that's an interesting way.
Wait, Ron, were you
But
gonna say something earlier?
Yeah, it was just gonna be a toxic shit post. I was just gonna be like, but Sarah, I can't wipe my ass. That means I'm gay, right?
You getting in them cheeks? Oh nah, that's
damn,
Bro,
gay.
bro, you digging up that
I
shit?
can't touch my own asshole and watch it, bro. That's gay.
That's
If you get a bidet, are you just taking up
the
there?
fact that that's a real thing just baffles me.
Men are just
Bro, I swear to
No,
God,
not men.
thank
Dirty men, John.
Sorry,
whoever's
sorry,
parents
straight.
didn't instill that in people
Wow,
is
okay.
crazy. I'm glad my
I
parents
love
taught me at a
you.
young age to clean my ass.
That's why I'm looking for a Muslim king, because cleanliness is such a big part of Islam.
Muslim king.
Find you a Dominican.
Hey yo, all your Muslims, y'all heard that?
All Dominicans do is clean.
Yo, Sarah, you gotta convert, bro. No, I'm just playing. But that's another story
So is that it for today?
for another topic on religion. Yeah.
Honest, is that it for today? Is we ending it there basically?
Hey guys, did I make it in time for the podcast?
Hey,
Jason,
welcome.
Hey, did I
you're
make
too
it?
late.
We got another
Yo,
hour.
everybody, this is Huey. I think Sarah introduced him earlier.
Okay, we
but-
got
That's not
one more
even how you
topic.
pronounce it, you fuck.
One more
Huey.
topic?
This is
Okay, what's
Huey.
We have one
That's how
last
you pronounce
topic.
Dewey.
No, I'm
AKA
fucking.
Jason.
I'm totally fucking around.
He
No,
came in
you're
earlier and
here,
said, "Shut the
pussy.
fuck up,
We have
Ganyu,"
one
because
last
Ganyu
topic,
was
actually.
spamming Pepe dance in the chat or
Shut the
Pepe,
fuck up.
Pepe, please.
You're the one who
in the
did it,
chat.
bitch.
I know.
Just
Don't
end
get
it
mad
off.
now. Get called out. Don't get mad.
Just end it. You guys got content. So
Yeah.
Are we ending it there then? Is that where
Ron was
we're
crying.
going?
We were getting that nigga on some Bronx tears.
I mean,
But,
Bronx tears. What the fuck is that? Dry? No, it's playing.
Oh, that reminds me
oh,
of another turnoff. People from the Bronx.
don't do that to my nigga Ron.
Yo,
he's
Yo.
targeting.
yo, you know what's
I
crazy?
can't stand by racist.
Yo,
I
you
can't
know
stand
what's
by
crazy?
racism.
You could
Ron, why do
guess.
you got shooters? Why do you got shooters? Ron
Yo,
is a
real
Dominican
nigga
Republic.
shit. Yo, real nigga
Did I say
shit.
turn off? I meant turn on.
Oh, I say less.
You,
Yeah.
hey,
man,
hey,
she really
Sarah, what's your
flipping the
sign?
script.
What's
She
your
always
sign,
Ron's about to bring
Sarah?
the shooters.
Hey, what's your sign, real quick, babe? What's your sign?
But
I fucking knew that shit. Anyways, this is Reserve Course Podcast. I just want to plug us. We are on Spotify at the Reserve Course Podcast.
When
and
did
we
you become
also
the host?
are on YouTube
up,
as
nigga.
well.
We were not done.
I'm putting a little ad. I'm putting a little advert in there, babe.
I was gonna say,
Bro,
we're not supposed to be
niggas
recording
trying
for
to
like
leave, bro. I
30
gotta
to an
go to
hour and a
work in
half.
a few, bro.
Nah,
Yeah, you're not
our
lying.
last episode was 2 hours long, bro. 2
Come
hours
on,
and 24
bro.
minutes.
No, literally
Bring
the
this
first
shit.
hour was nothing but us talking about rich niggas.
Sasuke and Naruto.
All right, talking about it just keeps going though.
Oh, you mean today?
Yeah.
No, I got 2 hours past that.
Bro,
Ron, what's
All right,
your
now
long
let's
one?
start talking
3
about it
hours.
again. All right,
I
let's
got
go.
3 hours and 17 minutes. Yeah,
I didn't get the intro.
You want to sit through 3 hours and 17 minutes of footage to sift through, bro?
No,
I
that's
mean,
why
I can
we cutting
do
that
it.
shit
I can
off.
do it. I can do it.
Eddie's got time. Come on.
I mean, I got time. I mean, Gandhi can do it too, bro. He got time. It's summer too, and hella niggas got time.
And the dedication.
don't-
You're fine. I'm not attacking you.
All right, but there is.
Nah, you
there's
were
like,
attacking me, dead ass. Don't
Hold up.
come at me.
I
though.
wasn't
Hold up.
attacking you.
Hold up. Can
I was
I
giving
say
you the
something?
benefit of the doubt.
But there
Nah,
is
I'm
one more
joking.
topic.
I'm joking.
There's one more
Uh-huh.
topic that we didn't even cover. The PJ Washington thing. Just
Next episode.
No,
Yeah,
No.
Gandhi,
I'm
bro.
dead ass not talking about this.
Gandhi.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning
do
in
it.
to the Reserved Course podcast.
Sarah, you're not the host.
Hostess with the mostest, Young Titty Mixer, aka.
No, you're
Hey
fucking
guys,
not.
thanks for
Young
thanks
Titty
for tuning
Mixer.
into the Reserve Course
Jesus.
podcast.
Wait,
I like to
wait, yo.
personally thank
Alright.
all of
Hey,
you.
Jason, go
Alright,
next.
thanks for coming to the
Alright, you
Reserve
guys,
Course
this is gonna put
podcast.
this.
My name is Hugh.
Ron,
Thank
you
you.
are
Thank you for
gonna go
coming
next.
to the Reserve Course podcast.
Eddie,
This
yo,
is
Eddie.
Pesto King, you guys.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. Eddie, bro, you trying to close out with Gold Digger?
I'm dead ass sleeping.
What you say?
Chill.
You should have just started singing that shit dead ass instead of saying wait.
My internet fucking died.
Look,
What happened?
first things first.
This shit dragging.
We're gonna get one thing straight.
What happened?
Nah, I ain't saying she a gold digger.
I want out.
But she ain't messing with no broke niggas.
But she wasn't listening to the Reserved Course podcast.
Are you-
Exactly.
Sarah, are you
That's what I
talking
like
about
to
this
hear.
podcast?
When
I'm in need.
Yes,
you're trifling.
Friend
Oh, Lord.
indeed.
Oh my god.
Oh, she a gold digger. Way over
I
time.
really hate the fucking pauses so much.
Oh, she a gold digger.
Die.
Fucking those are the best.
Oh my
They
fucking-
know me. And
She
that was
told
a nice episode.
Oh, never mind.
Alright.
I'm not singing the song. Okay, bet.
Alright,
That's
you
the Reserve
guys.
Course
And
podcast,
that
guys.
is the Reserve Court
Listen to-
podcast. Thank you
Alright,
guys.
just took
for
it.
That is the
tuning in.
Reserve Course podcast.
Please
Thank
follow
you
your
for
fucking
listening.
Please follow our Reserve Course on all the social media platforms we have. We have Twitter, we have Reddit, we
Yeah,
have
as you can
Instagram,
tell, we're
anything
kind
you
of
can think of,
scuffed.
we have
John
it.
just
We're
likes to take over
we
host
we
for
are
no
getting,
reason.
we're
Even
getting
though
the
he's
vortex,
not
we're
actually the
setting it up,
host,
you
he
guys.
continues to host for no reason.
Plug that shit, nigga. Plug it. Are you gonna plug it
Okay,
yourself?
hold up. We can't plug anything because they're still in the
It's still in the works, but we still got it. Hey, it's still coming. It's coming to you.
works. But thank you for coming to the Reserve Court podcast.
Follow me on Twitch where you can see more clips like the ones
Oh,
that are
he's
being
lagging way
used
too
on our
much.
I
podcast
lag?
videos. Please
Yeah,
and
you
thank
like
you.
again.
Ron, what's your Twitch?
Same name is on Discord. It's called Ron Myrezer. You spell it RONMIREZER.
We'll have it in the description.
Yeah, that too.
Also, you know, we're kind of new at this. Cut us some slack. All right, damn.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, you fucking idiots.
Bro, how much slack
Damn,
do you
get off our
need,
ass,
nigga?
bro.
Get hop
Shit.
off, dude.
Close this out already,
Your
bro.
unclean ass.
God
Y'all, I hope y'all
Wait,
washing it.
wait.
Yeah, y'all better
y'all
wipe your
niggas-
asses and leave
y'all
us
niggas
alone.
be
Y'all
One-
just be
one
judging.
last-
Y'all better brush your teeth.
Shout out to
Drink some water.
Randomizer. Shout out to the boy 12 Seconds or Axolotl or Neri, whatever the fuck you want to call this man. He has three different names.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the boy Juno and Nice, aka Eddie, and shout out for
Hell yeah.
Jason, useless ass, coming in the last minute but making some funny shit in the
Bro,
chat.
I was asleep, dog. I don't know.
Where's my shout out?
Hey, we're
Oh,
one
maybe
big
I'll just
family
put it
out
out.
here.
I'm
And
sitting here
Niggas
quaking.
come and go.
Hey,
The black
What? Where's my
Mama,
shout out?
Daddy,
Hey, yo!
Y'all can
Hey,
do whenever y'all want. I don't give a
Peace.
fuck.
It's over.
Hold-
I already
hold
stopped
on,
recording.
hold on. One last thing.
Oh, fuck it.
I'm gonna
My
upload
dick's
this to
still
the
hard though.
Take care
I'm
of
editing
yourself.
that out anyway.